Cek. What's up, gengs? Welcome back to the Wifi Watch Party. Paperrex versus DRX, guys. Aduh, gue benci banget DRX soalnya musuh bebuyutannya Paperrex, bro. Semoga Paperrex bisa ke lower final, guys ya. Let's see, bro ya. We'll see.
You have to have a little bit of fear in your hearts because these guys, they have no fear. They don't care, and they'll give you everything.
The hardest team to put down in Valorant is Paperrex, but DRX, they are already defied the odds, defied the expectations.
Ayo dong, please dong. Ayo hari ini bisa something, Jing, Jason, Pemain, Wifi.
Champions coming as that fourth seed. But they've had this opportunity, this moment, they've made everything of it, and now their chance to go just a bit further, to completely break down those expectations yet again.
Eyes on Humane on Flashback. If we speak about the Mosquito, we've spoken about the results, how they're top in stats in so many regards. We
doesn't work
about
without them.
Yeah, it absolutely doesn't. We talked about the map veto. Ascent is going to be the first one. To me, I want to, every single time that we see Paperrex on Ascent, I look at Jing. I think that to me is a very good way of measuring what Paperrex we're going to be getting in the day. With him not being on the duelist, being on the stage, because at least personally, when I think Paperrex and Sage, I just think of the vibe.
I do think that this first map is a must-win for DRX. If they're going down,
Cek Paperrex kayak itu, Bang. Yoi.
then they have to play Lotus, where their opponent is so
Send
good.
lagi, bro.
4-game loss streak, including losing it 3 times here. Not to say that I think they're particularly horrible at the map. They've played close games in most of those, but I just don't think they have it figured out to the same level of their other maps, and it's so damn
Let's go, B. Let's go, B. Udah guys, doain guys, gue deg-degan banget guys, anjir. Belum mainnya deg-degan, bro. Lawannya DRX masalah guys. Tim yang sering ketemu dan suka ngalahin Paperrex masalahnya. Tapi nggak pakai jersey, Bang, lagi pakai jaket Paperrex guys, dingin soalnya.
And that's the thing that kind of sticks with me here, right? I think when you look at, the results and the matchups, you do have to look at that win against G2 because G2 is coming into this tournament as one of the heavy
Jalur lawan emang selalu dekat, Bang. Iya juga sih. Tapi lawannya DRX masalahnya guys. DRX tuh menurut gue tim yang bahaya, Cok, kalau lagi panas, Cok. Dia jago soalnya seratnya buat nge-handle Paperrex.
One of those teams, they could beat Paperrex today. They'd have Fnatic tomorrow. They're just running the gauntlet of favorites.
I just love whenever you bring G2 up. It's like a very easy way to not rage bait, but almost to Mimi. Like it's a very soft spot for her. Yeah, but as we're saying, for Paperrex, they are the favorites. As you're saying, we expected them to.
Ini hard sih kayaknya guys. Tergantung tim guys. DRX di time ini lumayan dark horse, Bang. Nah iya makanya menurut gua DRX itu salah satu musuh yang kadang-kadang bisa mengagetkan Paperrex menurut gua. Soalnya Paperrex bisa mainnya kan, Paperrex kan mainnya kan ini ya. Bukan dibilang buat mutan ya, tapi lebih ke tergantung hari itu dia pede atau enggak. Kalau nggak pede, nggak nembak udah jauh banget. Sedangkan DRX ini tuh standarnya lumayan tinggi guys. Dia punya seras lumayan tinggi, tapi gua nggak tahu ya. Kalau tiba-tiba DRX-nya panas banget, bahaya banget ini guys. Asalkan Paperrex-nya something kayak biasa, Jing kayak biasa, Jason normal, udah enak banget udah. 3 itu sih utama banget. Soalnya ininya di 3 itu guys.
Yeah, the good thing, of course, that Paperrex decided to start on the defense. We just saw how important.
Gue cuma berharap sih mereka pelan-pelan aja guys.
As a head-to-head, I do think the double dive plays quite well into the stage. Both the
Berdoa dulu guys, ya boleh guys, silakan berdoa menurut anjing map 100% bro.
And I think a lot of the game is going to come down to trying to overwhelm Devi on their attack side and how well he can hold up to that pressure.
I think that he's going to be brilliant at that, though.
Oh, more than likely, it's Devi we're talking about here. But here we go, folks. The last two
teams bakal banget sih Bang SQ-Red. Kenapa SQ-Red, babi?
And who better to call the action than the guys who have been telling their story all year long? Here's Achilles and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. Yes, here we are again. The 11th time that these teams have clashed here in BC.
Ayo guys, Jayo, Paperrex, Jayo. Hey guys, doa guys, please.
No doubt, it's two teams whose destinies have been intertwined, not just in name, but in the way that they perform, not just regionally, but globally. They're constantly at each other's throats to be going into the next level of events, to be taking trophies in Pacific. And this, as Mako said in the pre-show interview, is the biggest one yet. They've only ever faced off internationals in the upper bracket finals at Reykjavik and Tokyo. And so now this is a do or die, and it's the first time they find themselves in that matchup in a global event.
Quiet to start things off here. DRX, of course, first on the attack. Still have the spike dropped in a neutral position. As a triple face forward up cat here from Paperrex, trying to see if they get a spot, get a catch, but so far, nothing being seen here. But DRX now getting clustered up outside of A main. And this is going to be the heavier side of the map for Paperrex on the defense.
Yeah, kind of curious if Paperrex has some kind of anti-play here with that wall right at the door. Kind of shut down these duelists.
Paranoia going to be going through. That's going to be Hyunmin having to just go ahead and refract back.
Nice!
Jebak satu orang. He gets taken down. Jing to find the opening kill.
Yeah, love the setup there from Paperrex. Playing off of Devi's wall. They've got a bunch of ability to shut things down.
Aduh, getar dia, babi.
Couldn't trade out any to the DRX player.
A bit of Wifi for him. Already counter rotations here from Paperrex in case this ends up going to B, which it is. Gonna leave freeing on a bit of an island here as he tries to flush this. Your outspots the shoulder, finds a headshot, does eat damage on this point, but already Paperrex getting their players positioned well as Patman locks in.
Nice on.
Nice. Dead in mid. That just leaves Bane, 70 HP, frantically trying to find a shot. Sends out the recon.
Nice!
Jing will collect the 3K.
Nice.
The opening pistol.
Yeah, a big win here.
Rapi pistolnya, good pistol, rapi banget guys.
The initial strategy.
Emang juga connect semua guys ya.
From Paperrex, something that they have improved upon mightily, and I'm sure.
Gue jadi takut pistol samping begitu bro.
Aman guys. In that regard, the way that they're able to slow down their play, the way that they're able to make these good rotations. You know, the trap plays have always been there. Playing with that wall in the front, shutting down those duelists on the entry. You got so much ability for
pistol.
Stalling with this comp that Paperrex runs. Playing around that is something I've been wanting
Jing
to see
3 kill bro,
more from
ngeri gini bro Jing.
this map. You have so
Kamu ke Paris Bang Yo, aku
much
bukan
on this defensive side to make life awful for the attackers.
Quick TP into wine. Forward face into A main here. Gate crash going forward. That'll just get cleared out. For now, Paperrex very much having the upper hand. It's just going to be freeing. Sat back over towards B main. Full classics, of course, here for DRX. So, see what kind of damage they're going to be able to deal.
Yeah, you got to be wary of Mako in that smoke. You don't want to give him a freebie with the classic there. Jing throws out the slow orb. Just trying to delay beta response. Get some kind of info, but DRX playing it close to the vest.
Ball now at the ready. It's just going to be timing util across the board here for the side of Paperrex to keep things slowed down. Now the face in. Jing able to find himself a fourth. Cleans up one, steadies the spray, finds flashback.
Nice.
Another 3K, potentially more.
Wah, Jing cakep gini bro.
Around through Gelato, freeing a world away.
Nice.
Easy kill, and it's looking like a flawless round. Just freeing. Best he can really muster is going to be a collection on the orb. He does need to die.
He does.
30 seconds left.
All comes up. Paperrex now.
Biarin nggak sih mati, biarin mati nggak sih, biarin nggak mati nggak sih.
Gonna try to hand this one over to something. Marshall here around the corner.
Nice,
shot. Flawless fashion. It's a 2-0 start for Paperrex.
Kali-kali nonton langsung VCT lah bang, bikin vlog. Aduh, kalau diundang mah pergi guys, gue guys. Kalau enggak ya jangan mahal. Paris bro.
Onto this A main position. Instead, they're playing smart. They're using that wall to set up a high-low. You know, Forsaken could even TP up on top of that wall, right? To add an extra layer to it.
Dia bisa repipe ntar gini. Wah, tuh lagi repipe cok, Jing cok, gila.
There's a lot of really nice layers to that play from Jing and Forsaken. And if you can get the Battle Sage going here for Paperrex on this map, that is scary.
Upgrade now here to the Outlaw. Only one player with half armor on the side of DRX. It's going to be flashbacks. We'll see. Something is going to be able to get him in his sights. A little bit of taps there through the smoke. Mako unable to find a connection. Ups the back away. This time, though, DRX fully investigating mid.
Quite a big change up in the Vice utility here. They're really spreading it across the map.
CT 2026, gue belum tahu konsepnya dilatih mana. Aduh, nice.
Swing coming through. Fring going to be taken down. Flashback able to answer one of his zone. His shot disconnect there on the Hyunmin puts him down to 10, and already that res available. But Jing does end up getting trade off the back of it. Maintains a 4v4, but damage dealt to a lot of players on the side of the RX. The big able to find two as Bane and Flashback both get taken down through the clone.
Batman looking sharp to start. Hit some nice ones there.
Wisely leaves just Mako as that Arc Rose flash goes through. They confirm presence here on the site. He's trying to swing in. Saturate, trying to get that one around the corner. Rebounds off the wall. Does manage to get a minor connection, but they're very much held at bay, and the spike is still stranded.
Nah, gitu dong, jangan dipush. Udah biarin aja.
Like they're going to be in an unwinnable position, especially as Mako gets ready to swing this. A high-low setup with another player around the corner, and Cat is going to be divided to find the kill.
Gila, Cok. Gaya banget, Cok, anjir.
10 minute 10 just try to tuck away here in hell and hold on to this Vandal, but there's still 20 seconds.
Maju.
You would expect.
Anjakin kalau dia main Valo, kok dia nggak main Valo, dia main CS2, guys.
Considering it is their bonus. For sure, going to be looking for this. Already
Terus
spamming
ada
down in
Vision,
there.
tapi
Oh
4
my
tim
god,
Challenger
those
jadi
are so
masuk playoff
close.
VT Legend biar bisa ke champion.
Oh, and there you
Gua
have
nggak tahu
it.
tuh. Apaan tuh?
Just a bit
Master
off,
pertama
something
jadi
you will
12
find
tim,
with the
berarti
classic,
per
and
region
that's gonna be
3,
bonus
terus nggak ada
conversion now coming
Ascension,
through here for
tapi
Paperrex
4
once
tim
again.
Challengers
A
bisa masuk.
very steady round.
Jadi masuk playoff VT Region, jadi bisa ke Champions. Oh,
Impactful of a start this is for Paperrex.
menarik bro, menarik.
Think about this map. They've had shaky defenses throughout this Champions. Paperrex just hasn't really been able to find.
Oke, jangan sombong dulu, jangan sombong, santai.
Large deficits to start their defender side, and they have to claw back into those 5-7, 7-5 halves.
Oke, tenang, relax 3-0 nih, bro.
Is generally very, very good on the attack.
Play safe, santai, relax.
Coming into play are extremely concerning for the DRX players. They need to get something going here. Maybe not in this round, but for sure.
Pantas kok nggak pernah kota bang ya, dia fokus.
Investment compared to what we're used to seeing from DRX.
Baru semenjak mengenal Valo tidak pernah nggak pernah ke kota, guys.
Bring shut down Jing instant with the headshot. You got flashback just here on the other side of that wall, but Jing
tapi aku bukannya nggak mau ke kota, guys. Aku kan ngurus server ya.
Really going to be punishable from this position at all, and that wall is still going to be standing for quite some time. Flashback's just praying for a pixel out of place, but he's just not going to be given one.
They're just going to wait this out.
Mati nih, Jing mati nih kalau gini.
Time as they can. But that drone, doesn't get the spot.
Oh,
Wait.
there's the jump, but it's still going to be only minor damage taken again. The weaponry just not going to be strong enough. Wall now getting ready to fall. Has a clone there to try to body block.
Jing.
Still will be able to find that headshot. Bane peeling back a kill as Divine gets
Woo!
the pop, gets the draw.
Fighty
There he
boss.
goes.
Gas.
That's going to be the 4-0 start with 4 players still standing for Paperrex.
Yeah, I mean, the economy is going to be out of control for Paperrex, and they are looking so solid in their protocols. And you have to like the way
rapi guys. I like it, bro.
These timings with the Sage Wall and is getting tons of value out of it. He's 9-1 now, and he's playing so confidently, so smart there. Even with the clone in his face, he's able to react in time to take Flashback down. A nice cheeky play from Flashback, but it's dealt with properly.
Let's go.
That is frankly something that when I was watching the VODs, when we were getting ready to come here to Paris, was the fact that you have these 2 walls in this comp, and I didn't like the way that Paperrex wasn't necessarily always getting value out of it.
Sabar guys, Defender dapat 10 sih enak banget ya, gila dapat 10 sih terbaik ya. Taker cuma nyari 2.
Often we're getting the misreads. They weren't quite finding the success in that mid-rounding style. So now you're just being a little bit more patient. Jing looking for his moments.
Mereka masalah Paperrex malah di tag-nya, makanya defense-nya kita banyakin, bro ya.
No, he very much has. I mean, it's 9-1 here at the moment.
Iya, lu tau lah Paperrex, bro. Sampai akhir tergerakan tambahannya bisa nambah 3, guys.
That's a big improvement compared to the last outing here for Paperrex.
Fnatic tadi 2-0 dibantai Fnatic.
Yep.
I think of the 3 agents that we mainly see Jing play these days, the Sage is the one that concerns me the most at times. I think it works really well on this comp, potentially, again, but it hadn't come to fruition until today, until now, at least so far. We'll see if they can, continue this run throughout the rest of the half, but this round, absolutely a must-win.
This time, going for the rush play here. Pushes forward, there's a big reveal.
Aduh.
Escape from Flashback. Does manage to avoid catastrophe, still eats a bit of damage on the exit.
And that's okay. You can do that now because you've been conditioning them that you're going to be slower off the start. Something with that Judge trying to tuck into the corner.
Aduh anjir gak ada yang mati. What?
That one, I thought perhaps he missed the timing. His flashback was sprinting through that smoke, but then also able to find another kill. Batman does get taken down, but the AWP here from Divine now ringing out, now being known.
Ya elah.
Flashback is deep here in the site, and Forsaken has no read of that
Ada
whatsoever.
yang mati Jing itu Jing.
Losing to a backstab, and now you've got 2 players with plenty of cash, but with an operator to try to retake a site versus 4. You know that you felt damage.
Aduh sayang banget tuh something, kenapa nggak dapet ya?
You could maybe throw Jing at it and just see if he could find anything.
It's Jing, the first one to start backing away, so the call to save has been made. DRX, 1 player sacrifice, will be able to get themselves on the board here. Just a quick pacey hit, a trap play. Doesn't really get sprung by Paperrex on the opposite side of the map. They managed to execute well onto B.
And it's just DRX going back to what makes them so successful, right? Like I said earlier, I think the name stands for does ridiculous executes, and just right there, you're seeing why, right? Like they're so good in those set plays, but they're going to need more than just that, I would suspect potentially. But I think I'd keep dipping into that well until Paperrex proves that they can stop it. That right there, really good stuff. Getting Flashback in there, not having to worry about something because Flashback throws his ult through.
Nggak ada yang wear gitu, bro.
Really registering that maybe the dimensional drift had ended there.
No, you big head.
You have a big head?
I believe that's what he said.
Okay, maybe it means like big brain.
Yeah, could be.
Oke, tenang.
Holding his player. Not sure. Either way. Onward we go. DRX is going to be able to get some back-to-backs here. Obviously the money. It's going to take a lot of consecutive round wins for DRX to break the bank of Paperrex at this point.
Giving yourself good opportunity here in this round with the ult cycles as well. Bane one away, Hyunmin one away from their big game changers. See if they can get those orbs scooped up and get cycled into it. Actually going to give it to Freeing, puts his one away as well from a Steel Garden. Batman looking to find some damage somewhere.
Oke.
Got lit up a bit off screen.
Not fully sure how. Maybe just standing forward into the smoke. A bit of spray from Mako's Phantom, perhaps. Does allow for something to get posted up on this angle, and there's the heal coming through, and there's the peak.
Nice.
Mako does go down.
Oh, that's brutal. That's your smokes gone for this round.
Smoke's gone. Speaking of which, the one's dissipating here in front of Pemain. All set up as well from Jing to try to delay, and Freeing has to check every single angle to make sure that there's no one posted up on top of this. But now Jing swings back around, scales forward instantly over towards bench. He's getting a lot of map control, getting a lot of information. That's why you see the rotation starting to come through for Paperrex. Now
Wow.
the swoop in,
Woo!
and the tap on the Bane is just absolutely gorgeous from Jing. Completely dismantles them.
Gila Jing, what
Finds
the
himself
hell?
down 11-1, potentially looking for that 12th kill here, and he will find it.
Buset.
It's going to be another 3K, a flawless
Padahal
Paperrex
Jing tuh kalau pedes kayak begitu, bro.
Gotta love the timing here that Jing is taking. It almost doesn't work out. DRX kind of gets a sense of it, but he just wins out the fight. He's just too good right now. Hyunmin there, just able to duck the collat. Jing stops him in his tracks as he's trying to rotate over. And I like this aggression. Again, different looks. Every round has been something quite different from Jing in his positioning, in the way that he's delaying with his wall. In this case, looking for the lurk late round. All these little things that we're seeing added into his game today are why he is lighting up the scoreboard.
He was watching that previous game, clearly. Saw Scuba going crazy on Abyss. Well, yeah, I could do that. Absolutely incredible from him. He's already one charge away from his second res of the half here at round 7.
Absolutely bananas.
Right here.
Trying to test that A site pressure. Wall at the front. A lot of the Vice util in tree. So this is going to be a little bit tricky potentially for DRX. There's a lot of stall ability here. See if they can hold on.
Fury looking for the opener, but Forsaken able to snipe Hyunmin out of the sky. Quick escape there on the TP. Flashback, pushing forward at trees, able to find one with Forsaken. Comes up with a third. Mako able to find one there with that Sheriff. Recovers a weapon, has to go for the reload, but Jing is on the approach.
Nice Jing, buset.
The kill is his.
Bener lu nggak pakai jersey? Apa hubungannya, babi?
They're just fearless today. And the timings here are so precise. Nice little flick up, a dodge out of the Hunter's Fury and the trailing Hyunmin for Forsaken, and he doubles down. Gets a 3K to boot. Absolutely Just fearless are these Paperrex
Gila, gue bilang kan
players.
kalau Jason, Jing, something di atas ya tuh. Kita deg-degan guys, kita deg-degan bro.
They're going to be back onto an eco. Need to find a way to get value out of these ultimates. You've got some big ones. You've got that convergent paths. You've got the Steel Garden. Should be a very winnable round if you can get some value out of those. Something though, so far forward.
He's tucked in here. Been able to find one. Forsaken going to be dead over at main. Spot out the kill.
Nice.
Something gets out scot-free, gets the trade. That's freeing down. No more Steel Garden to be concerned about. Jing just trying to set the wall. Will be able to do so. Backpedals, gets the heals going through. Keren at the same time. Going for the entry. Swings back. Jen caught with a flash. Held up here for the moment. Just has to try to clear that clone. Site is going to be taken, but DRX trying to go for this plant, but something now disrupting. Sprinting at them here with the dimensional drift in play. His exit over towards A main. That's exactly where Flashback's exit is set up, and now Mako's gonna be dead. The spike is not even planted yet. And this round is starting to get away from them. It's just gonna be Kelman to try to do it all, but
Nice. Nice.
Patman will get them over the line. DRX continue to be in dire
Yes sir,
straits.
yes sir.
Just classic Paperrex right here. Wanting to get aggro as you're trying to get into your plant. Just getting ahead of the curve. This is something they do so well, and it's all because something is able to get his ult going, and he's able to use it so effectively, create that extra angle that DRX has to worry about from main as well.
Gila Jing, panas banget bro.
Ruins the plant attempt before it can even be started, and it's gonna have to be
I was wondering, starting to hit that point where it feels like that second timeout is absolutely necessary. Will be committed here to just try to rescue as much as they can here in this opening half. This double duelist is not finding the value that it's used to seeing here.
Absolutely correct. And, you know,
udah boleh sombong kagak ini?
just, you know,
boleh
talk to me about how they were a little nervous going up against this cop because of just how chaotic it can be, how crazy it can be. Obviously, Paperrex, a team known to enjoy the chaos a bit, but even, you know, with kind of DRX coming into this tournament with an idea to sort of almost take a page out of Paperrex book in some manners, that they're able to hang on no problem so far. They're looking really in control of this. They're the ones setting the tempo. They're the ones setting the pace. And again, it all started with Jing, and now you're just getting really good mid-rounds, really good reads, shutting down every execute so well.
Bang, sabar. Tapi enak mainnya kan guys.
Lihatnya guys. You're getting some really nice flashes. All of those things coming together here. For Paperrex.
Kalau teammate DRX boleh nggak? Boleh, kayak tau gue boleh deh guys.
Well, back into the fray. Final timeout call here from DRX, barring an OT, has been committed and burned.
14 kill anjir, Jing, what the hell man?
Of a multitude of ultimates as well as being on an eco.
See if they want to.
Garden itself, maybe not going to find the most value. Will get the Stingers out of hand, at least for now. It's going to be Hunman quickly refracting back out towards safety. This execute here from DRX has very much been slowed up. Goodbye. Getting caught with Jing, finding a hell of a shot on a flashback.
Lu lihat si Jing bro, dapat 2 Jing. Buset, dapat 3 bro.
We will take your life. Jing gets himself another 3K with Sheriff in hand.
Lihat tuh, ini orang panas banget bro.
Cannot buy around.
That is absolutely backbreaking. I mean, when you commit the Steel Garden, the Sheriffs are there in the back pocket, and Paperrex, fearsome Jing, just dialed in today. Another 3K. What is that, 4 or 5?
It's a lot. It is a lot.
Buset, Jing bro, lihat 17-3 bro. Ini ACS-nya berapa bro kalau dia sampai ini?
Have I changed dimensions?
It's absolutely insane. He's got 17 kills with 9 rounds played.
Unbelievable. Well, Flashback has his ult. Still sitting on a res as Jing just has to use it.
Thank you Boci ya.
Patman.
Doain dulu guys, doain terus guys, Paperrex guys. Bisa tenang, relax, have fun.
Got to dig deep here. Find some way. Use this dimensional drift to get a good read, get a good execute.
Mereka masuknya susah banget ya, padahal 2 duelis bro mereka bro.
Sentinel U-tilt. Jing again up on the wall, but taking a really tight angle here. Expecting that maybe somebody would be trying to play through that smoke. Maybe Mako is going to get aggressive in that position. TP coming his way. Jing gonna back off for now. 3-man stack heading over towards A. This looks to be
right here,
kind of the landing zone here, but there hasn't been much contact on the map for either side, so kind of playing a guessing game. Our Paperrex trying to figure out exactly how they want to maneuver themselves. They've maybe guessed wrong, and it's a TP over to try to disguise this dimensional drift.
Spot on the one. Not sure if he actually did see Jing there. Paranoia was sent out behind this, but flashback. He's going to make an exit here in the hell on the A site. Otherwise, unoccupied here by Paperrex. They'll have to start looking for a retake. Something going to be wary about this potential flank coming through. Will not read it quite well as late shocker from Batman is able to find Mako. Must have sent that one out before the Hunter's Fury had been committed. Either way, lands, finds a kill, keeps it into a 4v4. And then trying to hold the door, wide swing up and free.
Ya elah.
Out from Cat, able to find two.
Kalahnya gara-gara retake doang, bro.
Last are going to be able to find themselves a second round win. Batman still with potential to be able to do some damage here. Operator has been collected as well. Get a kill? The answer is going to be no. Damn near flawless, just the shotgun on the Mako. The draw blood as DRX will finally be able to
Dia nggak nyemok sih itunya.
And, you know, showing just how valuable that your ult is. Getting that great info. They can open up the A site, get that plant down, get into that post-plant scenario. Much tougher for Paperrex to deal with that. A great crossfire setup at Tree because of Free.
Bro, itu nggak ada yang
Finding
ngecek
the timing on the backstab to something. Finally
Oke,
able
tenang,
to win
2-2
out.
guys, 10-2 ya, 10-2
One
yuk.
of those scenarios that comes down to just who's going to get the read on who. Flashback going to have an op coming into this round as well. DRX, 2 more to go in this half. Let's see if they can make it an 8-4. End on the right foot. Some pressure from Freeing, but something's challenging with this op. That gets rid of the wall, though.
Freeing had considered, I think, a swing to clear the drone, but wisely tucks away. Avoids this operator here. Here's that jump forward, and he has to know who's going to be the other side of that corner.
Oke, tenang.
He's tucked it for the moment. DRX though, not really scaling
Gila
forward.
dia udah mau 20 ke sendiri. Makanya Con, nih orang lagi panas banget, guys. Kasih kill terus sih menurut gua.
Yeah, they're just being really
Mereka
slow.
main slow ini. Mereka mau julik-julik
Really trying to
satu.
work out if there's going to be any lurks, any attempted kind of pressure on the map from Paperrex. Might have seen the jump spot there from Devi. Wall up for Jing. This also seems to be part of the game for them.
40 detik sih lama
Leading
sih
the
ini
Sage wall out. They
nge-ult.
don't want to give that extra info over intentionally, at least so far.
It's a late placement though, they're gonna have to clear this.
Yep.
Once again on the hunt, pushing forward, and it looks like Freeing might just be falling into the trap he
Nice!
has. Patience, a virtue here for something. Order with another kill. We'll see segments need to be broken down, but they just don't have great weaponry for it. Bane could use the Phantom, but I think he wants to try to save that precious ammo. Thorns now set up to try to slow them up as Five faces forward, finding a good amount of damage there. On to Bane, gets the finishing shot. Now the time starting to get away from him here is Jing. Take out one, but trade there on the Devi, but Jing still sat into the corner. Is
Lu lihat si Jing, lu lihat si Jing. Lu lihat.
20 kills. As Paperrex lock up a 9-2 half.
And it's another 3K.
10 seconds left.
This is maybe the best half of Valorant I've ever seen from Jing, and we've seen some damn good ones. But what a moment to step up.
Dan si Djaja, bro.
A lot of questions sometimes when he's not on that raise, and he's answering them in a big way.
24, guys. Apaan itu?
Is absolutely ridiculous, and he's had this res for the longest time, just hasn't really had it.
Dua OP, bro.
No.
Maybe in the previous you could argue, but so quickly where Paperrex overwhelmed. Now they're looking to go ahead and get themselves a 10-2 half. Paperrex at this point going to be praying for a 9-3, but that's a very good shot from Freeing. Dodges the up shot and responds in con. Converted pass now going to be sent out over towards the A site. Forsaken, however, not going to be caught by this up at heaven. Paranoia. Okay.
Freeing?
Is able to go ahead and jump away, but Patman now going to be
Nice.
taking down flashback trade. Devi able to find that
lagi
kill.
Jason, bro.
Push from Jing, getting ready to come through. Might be able to find a catch, but no, it's just going to be the res to get something back into the fight. Brings it now into a 4v4. Spring shows that he is still present on this side of the map.
Cool.
That flash does not connect. He's backpedaling away. These two players, though, a world apart. That still plays
Nice.
well. DRX trying to defend the site, but Freeing does get caught. Timing from Mako, found on the Jing. TP forward across. Forsaken gets himself situated here at 8B, but
Aduh,
very quick
masa
with the
kalah
shot.
sih?
Finds the shutdown and gets himself a 3K of his own. DRX.
9-3 lagi, babi.
But just a dominant half from Paperrex. Really have found good tweaks on this defender's side to get themselves well situated to take their opponent's map pick away from them.
DRX going to need to come out swinging. None of these round wins have been consecutive. They've all been spread out. They've all been very labored. They need to have a stronger start if they want to try to run this one back. Otherwise, try to get it done on Lotus, and that is a scary prospect for them. Let's go ahead, though, as we go into the halftime break. Send it over to Lou, who's hanging by in one of our various watch party booths.
What a pleasure for me to be joined by Whipper, French DRX, big fan, and of course co-streamer. Whipper, mon frère, tu le sais, Renaud, je suis trop contente de t'avoir ici au Champions. On va se poser quelques petites questions. And we have THOR right behind us. So first of all,
masak lagi Bang nanti guys ya.
For DRX started from, we know you've been following them since 2021. So why this team and not another? And why are you still rooting for them even when they're struggling like on a scène? Donc pourquoi cette passion pour DRX depuis 2021? Et pourquoi tu continues de les suivre même quand c'est un peu galère?
Il y a ni plus ni moins mon joueur préféré, Mako, qui joue dans l'équipe. J'adore son style de jeu, je m'y reconnais énormément. Et pourquoi ils vont en venir? Parce qu'ils sont arrivés avec un plan dans ces Champions. La Wailey, le Yoru, ça marche, ça a fait ses preuves et ils peuvent encore revenir.
Buset. Kalau menang pistol sih aman sih guys. Kalau kalah pistol itu yang lebih deg-degan babi.
The Yoru Wailey, it's gonna work whether it's on this map or not. And I've been following Mako. He's my favorite player since 2021. So that's why I'm rooting for them nonetheless. And you have a beautiful community that has been following you for years now. But if you have to give, you know, our viewers 2 good reasons to join the Whip City community, what would it be?
Bukannya mirip Master Pen, emang iya guys? Emang iya bro?
Mais si tu devais l'élargir et donner 2 raisons de les rejoindre, ça serait quoi?
Les courses de billes, pour commencer. Et en vrai, je suis là tout le temps, pour toutes les ligues, tous les niveaux, Game Changers, Challengers, VCT, je suis là à chaque fois. Donc je suis un rendez-vous sur lequel on peut compter, je pense. Voilà.
Notre rendez-vous de watch party préféré, of course. So yeah, I'm doing all watch parties, game changers, you know, challengers, every league. So if you're just an esports fan of Valorant, just join. And of course, we are doing marble races in my chat. So you can, of course, tune in. Merci beaucoup, Renaud. Thank you so much. And we're gonna see.
Ada lower nggak bang? Ini udah nggak ada lower guys. Udah nggak ada guys, udah nggak ada. Pokoknya yang balik pulang sekarang, yang kalah pulang.
Seems like a man of culture, likes Mako's got a good taste in glasses, and yeah, go ahead and check him out, of course. But let's go ahead and dive into our Coinbase Econ report here. And Jing.
Take a guess.
Jing. I like Jing.
Jing good.
Zoom in on Jing. There we go. It's big damn.
Buset bro, 111 bro.
This is the Three Gorges dam here. This is absolutely massive. I mean, look at that. He is just destroying Flashback, too. I mean, that shuts down so much of that entry power that DRX wants to bring into these situations.
Emang
You got
iya?
Gunman there as well.
Emang iya?
So much of it is predicated on those extra flashes and things like that that you can get into the mix. And just wrecking Flashback after he had such a good performance for DRX against MIBR to get here. Tough start, but who knows? It's Ascent, it's defender's side.
All being at the turn of this pistols. There's a ping reveal, but it's going to be Bane who actually ends up taking the brunt of the damage.
Oh, this is going to be completely unnoted. Hyunmin has found so much space off of this. I mean, unless Paperrex just fully commits to this B hit, in which case you're running into the strong side of DRX, you're still going to have the fast rotations from Mako and Hyunmin. I mean, this has to just be an extremely clean execute for Paperrex, and you better hope that DRX's players don't find this timing on the lurk.
Well, there it is.
Itu Speknya.
Able to find it. Tabin goes down. That means that the spike now dropped, and that very much slows up the approach. Thorns as well going to be popped as something. It's a TP forward over towards Snaps. The swing out. Surviving. Able to find that one free. Able to answer back and kill as well as Bane. Himself a second.
Bro, tiba-tiba.
Being put up for this guy. Spike starting off the round with basically no health. Spike now whirled away here from Divide, completely, utterly surrounded. He tries to advance forward. The swing is going to be there. And Keren will be the one to put him down.
Apa lagi babi? Babi, 2 orang ngawif semua babi.
Yeah, that's a massive win for DRX. And it's all off the back of that early pressure that they're able to create with Hyunmin. Able to take so much space, find that pick. Wow, Bane on the fadeaway there.
Nah, Jason juga wave parah, bro.
Range 2. A little bit off the mark for the Paperrex players on some of those shots, but yeah, you can hear the sighs of relief here for DRX. They really needed to get things going in their favor. They were just blown out of the water in that first half, but now they've got an opportunity to maybe return the favor, just a sheriff for Devi. Otherwise, a couple Guardians. You got the Spectre, you got the Bulldog, you got the Marshall.
Fine, looking for a timing.
Aduh, dikit lagi timingnya, bro.
Getting taken down. But he's usually so consistent with, not going to be doing well for him as Hyunmin quickly comes up with a 4K out in mid.
Buset, Hyunmin panas gini, bro.
Clean taps from the Guardian. DRX on themselves now a 2-0 start in the second half.
Now let's see if DRX is going to be able to diagnose and cure some of these mid-pressure, these mid-lurks that DRX has been able
tapi dapat satu lumayan lah.
for themselves, because you're going to have to start shutting that down if you're going to get any purchase into these attack-sided rounds. So I think you gotta.
Ini apaan sih, dua orang dong yang main, Jing sama Hyunmin dong yang main tuh, lihat babi.
Space early. You know, let Devi, let Forsaken control the extremities, control B main, A main. But really, some of the other players need to be working on this. Flashback loves this smoke position. Wants to try to
again.
Yeah.
Pushing forward here in the mid, spot on the Jing, but just can't quite line it up. Able to find a smattering of damage. She of course can heal off.
Duh, something getar banget dah. Aduh, my god, nice thing.
Flashback, take it down over at bench.
Jing is just wrecking him.
The game continues. Another kill. Bane now leading out the drone, trying to spot anything here in the mid. Just gets a glimpse of Forsaken. A world away, swing around the back. A quick peek there, but Frame does end up getting noted. And now you've got Jing in a punished position.
Nice Jing. Jing panas banget bro, sumpah.
Because of Devi's wall.
Bane now to try to hold this line. Finds two quick shots.
Apa sih?
Tucks back, recon at the ready, dodges a paranoia. Swoops in. Tiny little lick of damage, but overall will be overwhelmed, I should say. Still does give Mako and Hyunmin a potential opportunity to try to swing this one back.
I'm not doubting it yet.
What a transfer of momentum it would be if they're able to find this and get the bonus converted. Bring it to just a 3-round deficit. I'm going to be working against them a bit here, though. Only really have damage on Devi.
Still have a paranoia.
Gets sent across. Players in both going to be connected upon as Mako scaling forward, able to find Devi. Needs to do it all himself.
Nice.
We'll just get caught on the timing, trying to set up for the diffused smoke. Taken will find 3. Paperrex, they suffer some losses, but they managed to deny that bonus conversion.
Yeah, it's really nice damage done by Paperrex, but I like the early part of this round, even though they get caught out by Bane's utility. And again, just got to give a huge shout out to Bane, the way he has been stepping up as a support player, and then he hits 2 crazy good sheriff shots to boot in this round, but he's doing so much work on the Sova for DRX throughout this event. You know, the shooting may not be as flashy as a Hyunmin or a flashback, but
okay, guys, tenang guys. Somethingnya agak bau nih hitungannya.
There for the setup with the util. Man's just doing a nice job.
You've got that op in Flashback's hands, and this is where it needs to get flashy. This is where he needs to find his impact. He's been so clean with this sniper the whole event throughout. Very large reason for why they've made it this far to begin with.
Yep. He's been incredible. Let's see what the setup is.
Oh, I'm not going to get cleared out. Sets up an exit path. And we'll just go ahead and take that.
Nice.
We'll jump back in towards Pizza.
What's the matter here? Where Paperrex wants to go, but Hyunmin had swung out wide. Oh, the whip!
That's a raid boss down, but Flashback does get traded. The operator now on the floor. Crossfire attempt here from Bane, trying to refill that space. Does manage to find Devi, tucks back around the corner. As Hyunmin cleans up another 2 kills. Now just something here in mid. A 1v3 with the spike still dropped. Bane will swoop forward. Something will be able to clean that one up. It's a tiny bit of damage, and Kaos gets timing here by freeing. Now down to 46. Freeing just opting to back away. Mako now taking that space in mid. Trying to keep this angle covered. Will be able to find the
aware gitu loh, something, cok.
Players left standing. That gets damn close. The operator to be recovered.
Getar banget something, bro.
Managing to fight back a bit more.
Yeah, this is a really nice round from Hyunmin. Just found a great timing there as Jing was trying to do a little bit of mid exploration himself. Just gets shut right down, and Hyunmin
He's 3 kills.
Cok, ini satu lawan, ini cuma 2 Sanjing lawan Hyunmin doang, bro. Hyunmin yang mati menang, sumpah.
Timeout going to be taken by Paperrex. See what they want to think about, and that was brutal too. Jing having that res maybe for part of the rest of the round. Something's gonna have his ult.
Something bangun, Jason bangun udah enak nih.
This is a great time to
jadi
take
bau
a
gini
timeout
guys
here
mereka.
as Paperrex really lean into the fact that you've got some opportunities here to maybe change your destiny a bit, whether it be in this round or the next, depending on how you want to manage your economy here. I'm assuming this is going to be a bit of a save for Paperrex. But man, you'd love to get like a convergent pass or a Hunter's Fury out of DRX here. If you do go for the eco, have to imagine it's going to be mostly Sheriffs. Then think about how you want to get value out of that dimensional drift, how you want to either just ignore mid because you want to turn up the tempo, just go for some big flashy executes, or maybe getting Patman a little bit more involved in some of that util battle with Bane, trying to make sure that you're identifying when and where the DRX players are stepping out. Make sure you've got short A on lockdown so Hyunmin can't keep stepping out into the open and tearing your heads off.
Relax dulu nggak sih guys?
17
nih bro. Something getar itu kan gitu. Dava juga nggak pedes-pedes banget nggak kayak kemarin. Midnya selalu dikontrol guys.
See though, Paperrex are going to be able to work some thrifty magic. DRX will be able to bring that gap just a bit closer.
Yeah, just making sure they've got those ults ready for the next round. Who knows, maybe even this round if things start to go their way a bit. Getting one away from the Steel Garden for Devi. Quick rotate over to the other side, a smoke there to back Hyunmin off at tree. That's a nice little adjustment.
There's Mako here for the moment. He's going to tuck into Wine.
Have to anticipate this. You know that Mako loves this spot.
Not sure where that went, but it wasn't onto Mako. Might have been close, but things quiet here for now.
They pinged it.
Maybe waiting for Devi to try to make some noise, draw some attention back across the opposite side of the map. Drop down, gonna be heard. Paranoia at the ready. Now sent the swing coming through, and Hyunmin quickly collecting the 2 in front of him.
Buset.
And there's the 3rd.
Di ulti anjir.
4th down to fall, and Hyunmin is gonna be hunting for an ace.
Sendiri, Cok.
Flashback, however, will take it away, but DRX get themselves a flawless round win. Denying Paperrex any hope of a thrifty.
Sendiri, babi.
Nice setup here. Even though Paperrex knows what's coming at them, they still can't stop it. And that saturate from Hyunmin, so oppressive.
With this last kill, he overtakes Jing.
Kencang banget Hyunmin tiba-tiba, bro.
3 and 11.
Buset.
He has somehow slingshotted his way to the top of the standings.
I didn't think that was going to be possible in this map.
Ya, detik banget killnya anjing, bro. Apa ini anjing?
But Hyunmin really standing tall now. Flashback going to be the one at short this time.
Itu Mite nggak pernah mau dilawan anjir, harusnya lawan Mite nggak sih?
They're going to try that same dimensional drift that we saw Flashback do.
Mereka nggak mau main Mite kah? Mite lawan itu.
Set up there at the top of the stairs in mid. Here we go.
Crash across in the mid.
Nggak dicek lihat.
I'm not sure if he turned back either. I think he saw him there though. Mid crash does get taken by Flashback, repositioning. Entry now into the side coming through, and Jing just gonna be caught. Flashback able to find.
Kenapa sih nggak aware gitu guys? Gue bingung deh, sumpah.
Lock up the front of sight. Something stuck behind the other side of the stage wall is able to find one, but the
getar banget, Cok.
just cannot do it fast enough.
Getar banget guys. Kayak nggak ngecek terus jalan-jalan berdua gitu guys. Dan yang aware gitu loh, aneh banget ya. TK mulai dari TK babi.
You see one. Very much guess that the other's going to be there to follow.
Wah mulai nih anjing.
Oh my. DRX is really doing it.
They just can't even get out of Wine.
No, they're stuck.
Another smoke, cycle forward, something does manage to find one. They have the spike in hands. It's an opportunity to try to play this one out, but it's a lot of weight here onto the shoulders of Batman.
They have enough time, I think.
Spitting a recon that's not going to be coming.
Kayak lari berdua nggak ada yang aware gitu guys. Itu ada smoke padahal ya.
If I get Thorn's timing though, that would just be something dead on the floor.
Bisa menang sih Jujuli.
Starting to understand now, so Thorn's one going to be popped. Swing around the back, Patman catching a glimpse. Spike now being committed to just here at the bottom of the back stairs. Paperrex an opportunity to try to bail themselves out, swing this round. It feels like they have no right to do so. Break the door, ready to come through. Something basically needing to hit a headshot to have any chance to really impact the round from here. Spot on the one. Has to back away, but this is already decent time buying. There's Mako. Dealt with something, finding one, but
aduh, getar banget something, nge-spray dia.
Unable to find that opening kill, so the fuse is going to be passed over to freeing to try to get that next steel garden online. And DRX are just 2 rounds away from tying this up.
And this is a massive round for DRX in multiple ways. You get the dimensional drift out of something, and you put the economy on the back foot again for Paperrex. This defender side has been incredible. Paperrex, just like DRX on the other side of the coin, is struggling to find answers, struggling to find any kind of footing. So they're going to have a bit of a buy coming through. Got a half armors, a regen shield, got a couple ults. That steel garden has to be impactful here for Devi. He's playing a little bit safe early. Actually going to be the outlaw for Flashback, recognizing the economic situation that Paperrex would be in. That's even more dangerous than an operator in most ways. They're just really trying to set up for this mid control, but again, DRX has a good setup initially.
Drone able to get a spot on the 2. As Forsaken does face forward into it. Approaching the market. Getting ever closer. Just Hyunmin around this corner, freeing, waiting over on the stairs side. Saturate's going to be sent early, just catches the clone. Will be cleared. The back of that swing, able to find the catch here onto Hyunmin.
It's a nice beta utility, though.
He's about to reface into this, I think.
He wants it.
And decides to back away. Something just trying to draw attention at this point.
Aduh, miss mulu. Tuh, Jason nggak aware mulu, guys. Aduh, Jasonnya jelek banget tadi awareness-nya. Sendiri mulu, guys. Pegang mau nyemok, guys. Lihat. Aduh, babi lah.
Fight their way forward. The spike now being taken over towards window. Right here at the
ya ampun, jelek banget takernya, sumpah deh, kenapa ya?
This is over. No opportunity for Batman.
Cok, kemana lah, Cok, masa flawless anjir.
Another for DRX as they are just 1 away from tying this up.
What a comeback that they're running. This is a huge win for Hyunmin, up to 24 and 12. Man is absolutely on one, freeing with another great timing to backstab the Paperrex players. And oh boy, we have got a match on our hands.
Sumpah, Cok, aneh banget, Cok.
And it is going to be the second timeout from Paperrex to try to get this figured out. I don't think Alex is going to be popping off anymore. I imagine.
Mantakan banget attack-nya, guys. Kayak takut banget gitu loh masuk. Padahal main cepet bisa menurut gua, guys. Mereka 2 duelis menurut gua masih bisa, bro. Maksudnya kayak 2 duelis lawan defending gak sekuat itu, guys, sumpah.
From a 9 and 3 half. Just finding one from on your attacking side. DRX have just been working a masterclass with this defense. Not sure what Hyunmin ate during the break, but he had maybe some kind of snack in between on the halftime, and he has just been absolutely killer.
That's crazy. Nothing else needs to be said. He's been so impactful, especially when he's been controlling some of those mid points of the map that open up some space for Paperrex, whether it be in market, whether it be in short A. He's been so impactful at locking down that extra angle that Paperrex would love to create. Instead, he's been the guy just there. He's always
boleh deh. Iya makanya, Cok, udah gue bilang kan. Momentumnya jadi ambil, guys. Ah, elah. Ya, momentum ini kalau udah menang map ini menurut gue map depannya enak banget nih.
They've still got it in them, even after a rough start. You never even got into the Steel Garden for Devi. The whole round just unraveled. And that's brutal for Paperrex.
Now 3 ults, 2. Just a charge away from Batman and something. Have the full stacked deck. Early pop of the wall here. B main, gunman. Wanting to keep Devi's attention trained.
And Devi's been having a bit of a rough go of it. Kind of controlling that B main space. This is...
Oh my god! Well,
what?
He heard you talking smack, and there you go. Claps back, a massive shot.
Unk must have heard me down there.
Yeah. Flashback on the floor. He's sighting out. Primed here for the taking. Mako into the corner, however, goes unread. Is able to find one. As Forsaken will fall.
Ya Allah, mereka nggak mau balik ke B kah? Wah, mereka masih maksa A, bro. Bingung gua, Cok.
They're very much being contained back. As the smoke gets cycled forward, there's still that Vice utility just in front. Make this even more painful.
Divide.
He's calling for the rotation. It's only 20 seconds, though.
DRX is reading it.
Gunman starting to try to get the approach. Patman watching for this. And there's a shot. There's a spike on the floor, and there is the round.
Nggak ada yang kena tembakannya, bro. Sumpah.
A great shot for Divide, which is not enough of an opener to really make a go of this one, to try to pull off a thrifty.
Aduh.
No survivors. We're tied up 10-10. DRX are bringing this back.
This is just awesome from Mako. Taking that off angle initially, throws the paranoia out. Hyunmin quick to dive in with the shorty. And then you've got the Vice wall there at the door of A main to block any more reinforcements. So this is it.
Come on, man.
This is what the timeout had to be about. You have every single ult. Close to a few for DRX as well.
Ini udah 27, Hyunmin tuh dikasih main, bro. Ayolah.
Mind you, since Hyunmin overtook Jing, Jing hasn't gotten a single kill.
That's crazy. He was so sharp to start.
5 ultimates. This has to be the round to try to break away. Even then, a full commitment of all 5 just to get 1 round. It's still a bad feeling for PRX. Clear the shot, the death. Patman now dead on the floor. Something pushing forward, exiting out of the dimensional drift. The saturate going to be connected.
Ya elah.
Perfectly timed as Hyunmin swoops around the backup box, finds the kill there. Jing finally able to break the dry spell. Just managed to find a kill here. It's the operator down, but freeing. Still able to find more. Divide eliminated. Jing still fighting back. Comes up with a third. The res is there. Suddenly the player advantage is in the hands of Paperrex.
Okay, nice, good.
What did Jing just do?
Weapons to be recovered.
Masa main sendiri si Jing, bro?
Bane and Mako to try to see if they can somehow reverse their fortunes here in this round. Start off looking so damn good for them.
This almost feels unfair.
Mako on the approach here, able to find cover going a spot on a 1. Paranoia still at the ready, fakes a TP forward. Paranoia going to be sent. Gets the connection there on the Jing, who does manage to bound away. Mako able to find one,
nice.
Cannot get the transfer. Forsaken and Jing do survive, and Paperrex, they finally fight back. Get themselves right back into the lead.
Just the most.
Gila nyala, yang lainnya nggak nyala, guys. Bahaya ini makanya gue
It
bilang.
looks like the round's just over, and right as the steel garden is popping, Jing's like, nah, I'm gonna swing.
Jason, nice banget.
And he gets 2, and then has the res. He heard you talking, I guess.
Yeah, must have. Woke him up. Did take 3 ultimates there from the side of Paperrex, but still do have some critical ones. Forsaken potentially able to get funny with it with that from the shadows as flashback. Flash off the angle and eating damage, peeking back in, gets punished, and that is a monster's kill to be found by something.
Great setup there from Paperrex, using that flash to keep pushing space.
Nice!
Something gets another.
Itu something baru yang gue.
Keren frantically trying to make his way across over towards this B site where you've got freeing forward in main.
Ooh.
Locks on for a headshot.
Kayak masuknya nggak takut gitu bareng-bareng.
So that's going to be the cancellation of the ult. Still freeing. Widely alone here on the site, trying to get the spot onto Jing, who's boosted up top of the wall. Mako managed to force him down.
Tuh, Jason matinya gitu mulu, guys. Aneh banget, gue nggak tahu kenapa dah.
A 3v3. Mako still a world
Udah 4
away,
lawan 3 loh, bro. Ayolah. Matinya tuh megang smoke mulu, guys.
Sliding it down the side. Shock dart into the corner, but free, holding his own. Instant with the headshot, just a hair off from being able to find Jing and Divide. Wins this fight versus Gentleman. Suddenly to Mako to try to clutch it.
Kelamaan coy megang smoke dia. Sering banget begitu, udah 3 kali dia mati megang smoke mulu, guys.
There's anybody who can do it.
Dia kayak kebanyakan mikirin strat deh, guys. Kayaknya, guys ya. Dia mikirin kayak ayo A, B. Lagi mikir gitu deh, guys.
To show up when his team needs him the most, to try to bail him out. Check to the left. Nothing spotted quite just yet. Should know that they're both going to be playing here at boats, but the time is starting to work against them. Paranoia going to be sent TPs over into the corner, looking for the swing. And cannot find it. Jing will be able to hold his own as Paperrex make their way up to map point. 1 away from taking down DRX's map pick.
Gotta be a confidence booster here for something in this round.
Nah, something tiba-tiba nyala bro. Skillnya dapat terus.
To get those entry frags, to get those first kills, is able to find 2 to break things open, and it's got him on his feet. Paperrex 1 away from taking their opponent's map pick.
Aduh, 2 ulti lagi, Cok.
Heading on over to Lotus with that advantage. Hatman sitting on a Hunter's Fury, Convergent Paths, and Dimensional Drift for DRX. So some really big tools here to stop this run. They can get to these spots, but Paperrex now looking to make some contact fights. Looking to punish Flashback early. Trying to take that aggressive position in that smoke again. And
Lihat nih orang, buset!
Top mid is just so snappy with it. Quickly finds the kill, refracts back out to safety. Something trying to take that space, but the spike still going to be dropped here. Paperrex.
Gila nih orang, bro.
Cover that as Forsaken pushes over. The clear of the clone. Something saturated, flashback, trying to find it.
Tuh, gak aware terus guys, gue gak tau kenapa lah. Kenapa sih gak pernah aware, babi? Kenapa off?
Trying to get his way over to mid, but there's so many players from DRX. Would have to be an ace clutch. That's the first step. There's the second. He's looking for the third. Flashback will shut him down.
Aduh.
12 to 11 DRX.
Kalahnya gampang banget, guys.
From sending this into overtime.
I mean, again, this angle just isn't accounted for by Paperrex, and then they forget about flashback and mid. It's like some of the lessons they maybe had learned in the early part of this half are starting to float away from the Paperrex players' brains because they can't leave Hyunmin to his own devices in that short position. He's just been too damn clean. And now you've got all these ults. He didn't have to use a single one.
Harus lebih aware nggak sih? Mereka kayak nggak jarang aware gitu guys sama posisi off angle-nya. Pusing banget gua.
See what they want to do. Doesn't look like anything super aggressive. Divide. It's a little bit of damage from the shock dart, but nothing severe.
Already a call to pivot's being made.
He's trying to contest this wall, but instead they're just, they don't like what they see. Maybe they heard the wall over up by A.
Yeah, wall at A does get popped as the Euroclone goes through. 3 players from DRX still set up on that position. Try to watch, but
kalau di B bahaya nih ada ulti Hyunmin, bro.
Should tell them it's really going to be anybody home on that side of the map. Freeing now. Once again, has to try to hold the site. Gun gonna be clean. Jing boosted up over the top.
Ya elah.
Able to find that one as Bane with the Hunter's Fury takes down something. Flashback will fall. Forsaken tucked into the corner here. That Lumber just frantically trying to stay alive. Hunter's Fury with the final pulse will be able to get a connection on the Bane, but it's not going to be the kill. Player advantage for the moment here in the hands of DRX. Thrown out over the top, able to get a spot there, a glimpse onto Hyunmin, but Freeing still holding the close angles. Forsaken is trying to scale.
Ya elah, miss Jason!
Savai now, the 1v3, paranoid into the corner, the spike, drop to the floor in front of him. Tries to recover it and gets spammed down, so very low.
Ya elah, itu kalau dapat Jason menang anjing, nggak dapat bro dia bro.
Tries to make his way over to the A site, but I just don't think he has the time for anything.
No.
This is effectively a KD play. This has to full sprint, full send it across the map.
10 seconds left.
Udah Mako lagi loh nih.
Makes his way through, taps the door. A second to go, Mako.
Will
be there, no! But he's already won the round! He stopped him from planting. It's a clean shot from Divide, but to no avail. Get ready, because we're going to overtime!
Crazy stuff from both teams. Both going 9 and 3 on their defender side.
Bisa guys, ayo Son, bisa Son, bangkit Son.
So far, Hyunmin already.
Tidak seperti biasa Jason guys.
Jing at 27. Who is going to be the one to break? Who is going to be able to get that attacker side win first? That seems to be where you would think things can turn around.
Jason harusnya dapat itu bro, kalau Jason dapat menang sumpah guys. Jason kalau dapat menang itu guys.
So good. A great Hunter's Fury from Bane on the timing. It just completely smothers Paperrex out.
Like, I know there's some co-streamers who maybe have not watched Valorant. Maybe this is the first time that you're really tuning in and checking out the game. Just want to let you know, this is the potential for the entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Don't take the first series. You know, that was boring. That was just slop. This is peak.
And this is kind of what we've come to expect from these two teams when they square up against each other. Seems like it's always hard fought, tooth and nail. Trying to push through towards Devi's util here. Hyunmin up and over. This is pacey. Gotta wait here though. Don't want to overcommit is something.
Dia flash sama picknya tuh suka ngasih jajar, guys.
DRX has taken a pause right underneath the market. This is tricky. Door closed.
Having it broken now. Jing able to find one before getting traded back. Flashback does eat a good amount of damage, though, down to 44. Mako wary of a flank that is not coming through, but Paperrex have their ducks in a row. Everybody pretty much in position. It's just Forsaken playing offside here for the moment.
Nambah CT nih. Nambah CT dia.
30 seconds left.
Something just trying to slow up the approach. Just trying to force them away. Fine, striking from backside, able to find one. 20 seconds remaining, so counter swing over to A. Not really going to be possible from here. They just have to try to press on and be able to punch their way through this site. They managed to do so, find the kills, but the spike is dropped. Payne had it in hand. DRX might be feeling like this round got away from him, and it certainly has. Paperrex find the opener here.
One more, guys.
Map point now back in their pocket.
The whole thing is on a knife's edge, and DRX kind of realizes that they're in a tricky position. So they call for this pause mid-round. Felt like I was watching an America's team here for a moment, just getting that space and then kind of talking things out, waiting it through. Paperrex giving them their respect, giving them a little bit of that extra timing, but I like the decisions from both teams. Just it came down to some of those individual plays, individual moments.
Jason udah mulai bangkit, guys, pelan-pelan.
By Ali. Flashback again. So push further forward, some spam from Paperrex to see if they can suss him out. Gunman.
Gets the clone.
Aduh.
Pushing in from tile side. Gunman steadying the spray. Find something as well. DRX in here with the player advantage before the trade can come through. Pushing forward.
Lihat kan? Itu gue bilang di bokong-bokong mulu, cok.
Jing is dead, and now it's just Batman once more. A shot on the Bane to take him low. But it looks like this is far from over. Flashback has him contained.
Ya elah. Dimuang, cok, si Batman dari tadi.
13-13, we keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, again, sharp shooting here from DRX. Every time somebody's walking into crosshairs, they're popping heads.
Tuh, si Something nggak dapat begitu, bro.
A little bit labored on the spray, but got the job done anyway. Flashback has been so on point. Continues to just be phenomenal in contact. Even though this map hasn't been the best for him, it's going to be a timeout.
DRX.
It's like DRX, yeah, you're right.
Busuk banget, bro, sumpah, bro. Kenapa
really
ini, bro? Ada apa ya?
Attacker's side. Really want to get this one to go. You have so much faith in your defender's side. It's a good opportunity here for Termi and Glow to get involved. You know, do they have some magic? Do they have one of those classic DRX?
Ini kalah M sih, guys, basically, guys.
They're gonna be able
sama kalah awareness, guys, nggak tahu kenapa, guys. Padahal kalau M-nya pedas kayak biasa sih, swing begitu dapat Paperrex ya, cuma nggak dapat mulu, bro.
Pacey play set up. And it worked a treat. It got them one of their rounds. That would be what I'm kind of thinking and expecting.
Tuh kan gue bilang, guys, kalau dibusuk ngeri banget, cok. Capek, cok. Yunmin ini nyala lagi. Yunmin tuh kalau udah penting, guys. Kayak Something lagi nyala, Yunmin tuh. Enak gitu mainnya liatnya.
Again, both teams have been incredible on their defender side. I think you start to worry a bit as Paperrex that this double duelist, maybe there's an opportunity here for DRX to capitalize. Turn the map on its head.
32, cok, lihat Yunmin, cok. Main sendiri, cok. Kalah gimana, Bang Yo? Ya map 2 udah. Kalau kalah tapi amit-amit sih. Bisa, masih bisa, guys. 13-13 belum kalah ini ya. Pokoknya kalau masih sama belum kalah, bro.
As time's gone on, everyone has started really leveling up their performances.
Deploying drone.
Oh, it's just been incredible to watch both teams fight. They are so understanding of each other, as you would expect.
Main slow dia.
Smoke there. Something curious if there was going to be a push, trying to bait a response.
Lihat, miss mulu, cok. Nggak ada yang
favored there every single time at Mako. And she just dodge the bullets, plot armor, engaged. Sunman right there alongside him.
Ngapain, guys? Ngapain, sumpah ngapain?
Good for DRX to get the timeout conversion. Spike now being scooped up here into the hands of Bane. Taking it forward, it's just Patman. Tucked behind the box at Heaven.
mean, Patman,
Portal
he
closed.
could get 2 kills before he goes down on A site.
2 kills.
There might be a chance.
Something on the prowl, ready to swing this corner. About to be face to face.
30
It's
seconds.
Fring. Loses
Yah.
his flashback is there. That second layer. Patman.
Yah,
looking for
getar,
that
bro,
second
tuh.
kill, but
Getar
Mako
mulu, Cok.
denies it.
Getarnya itu guys,
Fighting out
getar
of the
mereka
plans of
cok
Divine,
nembaknya.
Needing to do it all. A 1v3 or DRX gains the lead and gets up to map point.
Oh, even Mako has his ult to situate himself into wine. Just make this unbelievably difficult for Divine. He's got nothing but an arc rose. Flashback still has a couple flashes.
Babi lah.
Should be a sealed round. Divine has something to say about it.
He's done so many wonders for his team in the past. This one though, 3 kills with
Mati.
time. The
Masih
clock
mati ya Mas
against
Yunmin,
him,
Cok.
and we'll be able to
Nembaknya
go
pada
ahead and
miss
put
semua.
him down. DRX now up to map
Ayo
point.
dong, reset dong guys.
Question is, does Paperrex call a timeout of their own? They invest everything.
Tuh kayak Jason tuh miss banget sih itu dia udah tahu di situ guys.
I think you really have to as Paperrex. And this round isn't anything fancy from DRX. They're just patient. It's just Mako.
Tuh Jason tuh udah ngarahin Corsair di situ guys, cuma nggak kena atau kenapa bro?
Against Forsaken, and then just anticipating that maybe someone's gonna pop through that smoke.
Mulai deg-degan dah, mulai udah kena mental kah?
Jing goes for the big play. I get it. He's got to be feeling confident with the way this
Alah,
map
come
has
on,
been going
guys.
for him. But testing Mako like that, there's few that are gonna make him look foolish in that situation.
Everything used here from both of these teams. Paperrex feeling like they got
Stres coba
robbed in
kalau
broad
nonton
daylight.
Paperrex tuh stres buat
End
guys
up
bawaannya
losing
guys.
this map, 9 and 3 half, getting up to 12. Opponent's map pick. It's going to be a brutal loss if they can't recover it here.
Oh, and you're going to be thinking about those 2 rounds you couldn't close out that you had coming into overtime. That's going to be in the back of your mind. Maybe could have felt like you had a 2-0 day coming up for you, and now you're in a do or die on this map. To get this round to go. We'll see what Paperrex wants to do out of this timeout. Stacking up a few extra players over towards B to maybe help out Divine, looking to try to overwhelm, whether that be Freeing or Flashback. Those are often the 2 players you're going to see there. Same wall position as usual, though, from Divine. This is just mid-pressure.
Duh, tuh hampir mati sumpah si Jing bro.
And he just
Lihat.
doubles down. Just went crazy, gets 2.
Tuh,
Didn't even
San
see it.
nembak pala terus Yunmin, Cok.
Divine finally gets involved. It's already far too late. More pressure here on the teammates. Mako not falling for the clone, but also not able to collect a kill here onto something. Immediately cuts back behind Generator. Forsaken. Just a quick little TP peek forward. Does manage to pop this wall. Spike in hand. Divine skirting closer. Entering into B main, but Freeing dialed in on the angle. Market door already shut. DRX very much trying to limit the options here for Paperrex.
Nice.
Freeing lucky to be alive.
Oh, they gotta figure out a way get onto this site. Bane has been doing nothing but watching. Divide trying to open the door here for something. Now Bane's attention goes forward. Something pressuring forward. They can get Freeing out of the equation. Maybe there's a chance.
Ya Allah, hah?
Able to find something in Freeing. Still here, does get timing. Forsaken able to take him down, but as he
apa sih, John?
trying to bound forward into the smoke. Just ends up losing his life. Mako and Bane out. The 2v1, they have the timing. They have
Kenapa
the
sih Jason, Cok?
15 to 13, DRX.
Cok, kenapa sih Jason,
Take it
Cok?
to overtime. They claim victory on their pick of a set.
Kenapa dia,
What a comeback
Cok?
here for DRX.
An incredible map between these 2 squads that know each other so
Nabrak
very
ini, Cok,
much.
nabrak
Let's
semua,
just hope
anjir.
that Lotus delivers in the same way.
Ah, Jason kenapa ini bro? Aduh. Ayo Son, bisa Son. Nanti harus bangkit sih guys. Jason bangkit, kita menang guys. Jason nggak bangkit susah bro. Aduh, babi. Elah, udah harusnya menang guys di map itu guys. Jersey lagi kuat. Dia harusnya kuat cuma 1 orang doang guys. Yang lainnya biasa aja bro. Sumpah. Lihat orang yang killnya banyak siapa? Yunmin doang. Sisanya enggak. Banyak momen-momen salah gitu loh, salah strat, salah jaga, nabrak. Nih salah ini guys, bau antara bau. Kayak ini harus bangkit, map 2 nggak bangkit susah sih bro. Dia tadi nabrak semok tuh guys tadi guys. Dia mau lompat ke semok tapi nabrak ini guys, nabrak tembok tadi. Jadinya nggak kelihatan apa-apa dia. Yunmin juga nembak kepalanya gila cok, pala semua bro. Tapi Yunmin udah mati harusnya bisa menang guys. Tapi tadi nggak tahu kenapa cok, jaganya tuh nggak bisa. Jadi kalau misalnya Jason dapat situ lagi tuh, kayak misalnya kayak makanya kan momen-momen yang harusnya bisa dijaga keluar pick mati nggak jadi, tapi nggak dapat jadinya kalah. Tinggal 1 lawan 3, tinggal 1 lawan 2. DRX itu biasa aja guys jujur guys. Kalau misalnya DRX kenceng dari awal udah dibantai. Soalnya masalahnya pas attack di DRX pun dua duelis nggak bisa masuk kan. Tapi Paperrex-nya emang bau satu sama nggak aware sama situasi, nggak tahu kenapa. Saran upgrade PC buat main RP nanti ada ya guys ya. Cuman gue yang ngeliat nih harus melek sih. Gue nggak ngeliat something seperti yang kita lihat kemarin itu guys, kill 30, kill 27 no. Gue nggak ngeliat itu sih guys. Something harus dia harus make a play sih, harus tiba-tiba kurang ya something apa guys. Ya semenjak playoff dia agak turun ya something Jason. Kemarinnya pedes banget bro. Korotnya Paperrex jelek lagi sumpah. Nggak bohong jelek Paperrex korotnya. Paperrex attack-nya kurang ya. Bukan attack-nya kurang guys. Kayak nggak tahu kenapa. Di Essen biasanya mereka lumayan bagus guys. Cuma kayak kurang gitu loh. Kebalik gitu guys. Kayak defense-nya kuat, attack-nya nggak kuat. Aneh sumpah guys. Gue nggak tahu kenapa guys. Nggak tahu kenapa ya. Soalnya something kalau pedas tuh biasa gampang banget guys jauh skornya tuh. Pas udah jauh terus momentum Paperrex tuh guys misalnya skor jauh terus yang pedas gantian. Biasanya gitu guys. Misalnya kayak udah skornya 10, 10-3, 10-4. Nah itu habis itu biasa yang pedas gantian. Makanya tadi pas udah jauh tiba-tiba nggak nyala mereka. Udah dah. Kekejar. Selalu kayak gitu guys. Tiba-tiba nggak bisa nembak bro. Di taker sama sekali nggak bisa nembak. Juara. Ini padahal kalau bisa menang ini, gue yakin kalau misalnya ini guys, kalau misalnya bisa dapet menang apa sih, menang match ini guys, gue rasa pas lawan Fnatic bisa panas guys. Feeling gue ya guys, di Fnatic bisa menyala banget gitu loh guys. Gara-gara 2 OP emang ya guys. Ya guys. Let's see a hope. Ini kalau misalnya Lotusnya PTSD sih gue udah gak tahu lagi guys ya. Itu kan misalnya bang ya. Iya makanya gue harap nih map ini menang guys. Soalnya gue takutnya ini terjadian sama Fnatic tadi guys. Map satunya ngecok, map 2-nya dibantai. Itu yang bahaya bro. Biasanya suka kayak gitu guys. Map satunya ngecok, map 2-nya nggak bisa ngebalikin, udah selesai sih kalau kayak gitu mah. Kalau dia nggak bangun guys ya, kalau bangun, gue rasa map 3 udah pasti fix. Tapi kalau nggak bangun itu yang susah bro.
by Termi and Bella as well. Now,
harus
the
bangun aja
defense
nih,
was
harus
beautiful
berubah.
from you guys. There's a
Emen
lot of
tiba-tiba.
discussion on whether the double duelist is actually stronger on the defense. So since it's your comp, what makes your comp so good on that defense?
일단 DRX가 어센트에서 잘하는 건 모두가 다 알고 있고 오늘 투 타격 조합이 수비에서 강점을 좀 빛낸 순간이 많이
Kalau orang
보였는데
lagi main sih
오늘
kadang-kadang
역전도 성공한
subuh-subuh.
만큼 이 투
Tapi nggak live
타격
aja.
조합의 수비 강점 핵심이 뭘까요?
투타격의 수비 좀 장점은 수비를 좀 수비답지 않게 공격적으로 할 수 있는 장점이 있는 것 같고요. 사실 오늘 어센트를 이길 수 있었던 거는 현민 선수가 좀 말도 안 되는 퍼포먼스를 보여주면서 저희가 좀 뒷심이 생기면서 분위기를 탔던 것 같습니다.
I guess one of the best strengths of this comp is that you can play defense in an aggressive, non-defense-like way. And I think the comeback on Ascent was actually possible because Hyunmin showed up for the team and he played his game, and we could take that win today.
Well, thank you very much, Bella. Thank you, Termi.
Let's go.
All right, well then I guess offense is the best defense. That's what it seems like here, and it works out beautifully for DRX as they dig deep and manage to pull off that first map victory. Let's go ahead and take a gander, though, at our HyperX Reflex moment to kind of reflect on what we saw in that game, because there were some great moments, but for Paperrex and for DRX, but one player in particular in the early goings was actually having a field day out there. Now, granted, this was a big moment for Paperrex, and although they were not able to pick up that win, I think it illustrates just how difficult this game was, really on both sides of the field here on that defensive side.
Yes, because Jing on that defense was on a different level. I was telling you that to me is a way of measuring what kind of Paperrex we are going to get, and time again, even in this amazing crazy round, Paperrex was ready for everything special.
Jing tuh menyala banget sih guys, kelihatan banget kalau nyala tuh.
Defensive side, they were always fighting up. Jing especially getting very aggressive, mostly over towards Catwalk or into A main a lot of the time. He got so many picks doing that, and it was so disruptive to a DRX who loves to run their set execs on this map, and the retakes look good as well. But once we actually swapped sides, this was such a completely different story. It was a DRX who looked so comfortable there and managed to bring it all the way back.
Oh yeah, we were seeing some big performances there from Hyunmin as well. I mean, everyone in DRX had a moment, Bea, but Hyunmin really was something else.
I think we just heard it from Coach Termi. There was a couple of rounds that were eco rounds. There was, of course, a lot of ecos in this half. But to me, these are the ones that give you the confidence
getar sama sekali Hyunmin, anjir, lihat.
where you do not find the impact, you do not find the openers. The Mosquito is
M-nya rapi banget, lihat tuh guys, gak getar sama sekali bro, ini lagi panas banget Hyunminnya, sumpah. Cuma satu doang guys, Hyunmin doang ini yang masalah besar.
I like how willing they were to constantly poke at different parts of the map and try and pressure onto Divide, pressure onto Jing, find that part of the map where Paperrex is just leaving like a bit of ice util or nothing at all, and just absolutely decimate that area. You see the stats for Hyunmin to end this game, 36 and 19. That is outrageous. He needed to step up. He's done it. Now DRX up in the series.
Yeah, now when you needed a hero in that moment, it was Hyunmin. He was there for the team, and he popped off, nearly dropping 40. But let's go ahead and see what's going on the Paperrex side of things. We have Coach Alex standing by.
I'm now joined by Coach Alex. Now, no one else knows more about DRX than you at this point, but that was your first experience into their new Yoruwele. What do you think about that comp on Lotus?
I think that it's a little bit harder for Hyunmin to hit very good set rates. So we might have an easier time, you know, it's a bigger map. It's harder for us to run into him. He's on fire right now.
Well, I hope you find the counter. Thank you very much and good luck.
Well, the good news here for Paperrex fans and for Coach Alex is that historically at this event, Lotus, not the best map here for DRX, Bea. So they're coming into this one 0-3. So if anything, that means it's looking pretty good for the boys of DRX.
3 times not finding the pacing. Alex says he just wants to dodge Hyunmin, and I do not blame him. But for the side of Paperrex, this is such a staple map for them. It works as a base. They can work it in many different ways and bring him back to the conversation. I think this is one of his best maps.
I do think you have to prove that your Lotus is good, though. If you're DRX and you're going to continue on into this competition, you have to play a best of 5 tomorrow. If you win that, you have to play another best of 5 with a 2-ban disadvantage. So my hope is that during the 3 days off, they put some real attention on their Lotus.
Ototmu itu menangkal, menembak para pemain DRX.
Come in with some slight tweaks, some changes, not necessarily in the competition, but in their approach to try and come out on top today.
here goes your agent select here. Nothing is out, or rather sticking out here, so we're going to get pretty much the box standard Bea. This is a massive opportunity though for Paperrex, up 1-0 in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that for a Paperrex, I still look at something. I need to see the operator that we were seeing at the beginning of the tournament. Same goes for flashback a little bit. We were speaking about the aggression and whatnot, but I think the Paperrex was very prepared for that. I wonder what the case is going to be in low tier.
Yeah, the change though is that they are playing the double duel. That's the standard, but now it's dropping the waylay and picking up that
ya turnamen terakhir nih guys, akhir tahun bro. Berarti libur ya sih abis ini guys ya, libur ya. Ini kan Oktober, November, Desember apa guys? November, Desember ada turnamen apa guys? Udah nggak ada ya, udah habis ya.
Who's going to survive the Pacific Thunderdome? Let's send it back over to Achilles and Paperton to kick off Mat 2.
Apa guys? November, Desember guys.
Don't mind if we do, but yeah, this
Ascension.
Pivot here from DRX to go
Oktober
back to
O-nya
the
apa
race.
bang?
A bit of a head scratcher, but maybe something that ends up catching Paperrex off guard.
Yeah, I mean, you just heard Alex talk about it in the interview with Yinsu that they're worried about the waylay. And this is going to be kind of confusing. I mean, maybe a change up in the game plan here in terms of, you know, some of the combos you can set earlier. You know, you don't have to commit bodies to take Rubble control as heavily. You know, a lot of times you're going to see Hyunmin dashing up on top of Rubble to try to take some control in that space. This gives you a little bit more flexibility around A to play a little bit more passive or a little bit more aggressive with the U-tilt early. Try to set yourself up for success. See if they're able to kind of put that all together. One thing to note, the last two times these teams have played on this map, it's been 13-11, and it's been Paperrex both times, but DRX has always fought them tooth and nail in this map. So sure, a Paperrex staple in Lotus, but DRX are no slouch, especially against Paperrex.
Udah rotate cepet banget dah.
Just a little bit of early kind of ping-ponging here for DRX, trying to find some open space on the map. Couple players going towards B. Is this some kind of B crunch here? Or are they gonna try to lean all the way in towards A?
Might be the case. We do have the back pedal now coming through. Devi coming across through the spawn to join in with the rest of the team. And for the moment, DRX about to push into this triple stack that's set up here at Robe. Coming in for flashback and
nggak ada yang kena bro.
fortunate to get away with his life intact. Pink shell now to come through, and this is going to be the crunch into B now. Getting enacted as Mako considers a paranoia, but doesn't do anything, so opts to go ahead and save it here for the post plan.
Phenomenal plan B here for DRX. Setting this up the whole way. Really nice maneuvering of the map.
Shell timing could be massive for Hyunmin if he banks it in there. Sends it over towards the connector instead. Clear of the haunt, the peak, spotting out multiples. It's just the clone there. Arc Pro is now going to be cleared out.
Wah, nggak ada lot situ bro. Ini susah sih rata nih.
Close. Crossfire set up. Hyunmin able to find
Rata
two quick
ini.
kills. Gets the reset for the third. And it's just something left standing and not for
Jelek
very
banget
long.
coy retake-nya bro, sumpah.
DRX will find the
Jelek
opening
banget
pistol
retake-nya, jelek
here on
banget
Lotus.
guys.
It's all just about the way that they're able to take so much space at the front of A. And Paperrex can't find any value off of that three-man stack they have at A Heaven. That allows this rotation over because Freeing's been kind of checking, working that B main angle. Then Mako's able to slide right in.
Kasih main lagi coy, Yumin lihat bro.
It's just the crossfires. DRX so good in post plant. You know, it's been talked about a lot this event that Paperrex, you know, half of their game plan on the defender side is just to prevent you from getting the spike down at all. You can see why they struggle a bit in those flood retakes. Hyunmin, well, Mako gets that one, but Hyunmin was right there. Mako doesn't get it. Hyunmin continues to be just electric
mereka tuh salah
today.
ngakot cok, ngepusnya telat tuh, lihat selalu kayak gitu
Doesn't
guys.
seem like it matters what agent he's playing.
No, it does not. A site completely evacuated by Paperrex. DRX is going to start making their move over in that direction. Stack outside of B main, just in case anyone's unfortunate enough to push into that angle. Staying the only one nearby, though. Sending out a Prowler to check around Mound. If they're able to get a catch onto him, would just be a ghost handed over. They're starting to peek out now. He's going to look to back away on Sen. Widely is going to be pinned in, but Bane doesn't really mind this too much. Right now, his job is to draw attention, maybe try to take somebody down with him, but won't be able to do that. So Ghost can be scooped up, but at the same time, the spike now gets planted here on A.
Tons of time bought there by Bane.
Ini udah diratain pas ini.
Really nice work from him to make this so difficult. Patman has to bait out the wall even. there's going to be awareness already. They're going to be flooding in towards rubble.
The paint shells there from Hyunmin, but PaperRex now starting to make their push. Flashback here at Baby Door. Marshall in hand, finds one, looking for a little bit more, sees the weapon getting swapped over. And Hyunmin does get involved as he finds himself
Hyunmin panas banget bro, ini bahaya banget bro.
Guardian ringing true here for him. Marshall will be lost, but
pala semua Hyunmin anjing. Dan 6 kill bro, udah mau ulti dia babi.
Having the showstopper online, DRX.
Wah, anjing kasih main Hyunmin ini babi. Lihat satu orang doang guys main guys.
So well thought out. Just accounting for so much of the map. Every time they're taking space, there's other ideas behind it to make sure that they're aware of PaperRex's positioning. They're able to take advantage of it, at least so far. A little bit of frustration there from Alex. DRX has the upper hand to start Lotus on their attacker's side. Gonna be just toying with some early round congestion of space. Sending flashback out early. Get over towards Forsaken's end of things. Meanwhile, pretty big stack from PaperRex over at Mound, but a TP over from something to reinforce this A side. But Spike scooped up. A little bit of thought towards C now. You've got Devai and Jing potentially ready and waiting, but all that space taken by flashback, he's saying, you know, maybe we can make A go.
Well, grabbing the C's, but Batman just able to find freeing right there through the corner of the wall. Solid shutdown. Bane looking like he wants to try to maybe recover the weapon here.
Portal closed.
Still being watched, but does manage to go ahead and scoop up the Guardian. Ball right in front, triggered by the clone. Forsaken just spamming through, trying to see if he can get any wallbang damage, but hasn't been able to manage it quite just yet. Swoop in, spot on the one, the Paranoia now going to be coming through the crossfire setup, and flashbacks able to find one, quickly traded back by something, but Bane is there as well. It's that next layer. Door broken, Jing wins the fight. Bane down on the floor, now a 3v2 for PaperRex to try to deny this bonus conversion.
Nice.
It's going to be timing.
He's going to get the showstopper if he gets a kill.
Tucks away from the Archers. That might make them think that this back sight position is going to be cleared out. Walt as well avoided. Jing swooping. Hyunmin nearly having a 180, but cannot make it happen. Jing will get himself another 3K. That's PaperRex getting themselves on the board.
Yeah, really important round here for Jing to win some individual battles out on the map. Batman as well.
Planted.
Taking down Free. So that lurk pressure alleviated. Jing winning that fight outside of the breakable door.
Corsair gimana nih PRS Corsair nggak tahu. Sabar, masih proses guys. Ini harus menang. Oh, sama-sama punya ulti guys, Jing sama Hyunmin ya.
This already going to be a big one. PaperRex this time showing that they've got some good awareness, some good map reads of their own. Like the quick lean over towards trying to crunch in towards that A orb. Try to do some damage to DRX on the way through. They do fight back, but PaperRex just has a little bit more control.
On reveal, onto Hyunmin, just not getting cleared fast enough here from DRX. Jing doubles up, finds himself another killer on Mako and Forsaken to bring this one to an end, and they have.
Kalau mau adu gebuk-gebukan itu sampai bego tuh.
Starting to look alive and well.
Another showstopper used there. It's really nice for PaperRex.
Kalau gebuk-gebukan PaperRex emang gila bro.
With some aggression, trying to get that confidence back. Great haunt right at the edge of that smoke, knowing Hyunmin's maybe going to want to dive further forward. Great read from Patman. And Jing and Forsaken going absolutely crazy there. I likes what he sees.
Kalau War masih menang, tapi kalau nggak sabar itu yang susah guys.
For DRX, Hyunmin gonna have a Guardian. See if they want to get aggressive with this showstopper. Committed to try and get this Thrifty to go.
Just here around the corner, could counteract with showstopper in his own. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and get drawn out. One after the other, but Hyunmin, as he hits the floor, gets taken down. Jing able to find the kill. Free at the same time was able to take down Patman off screen, but Jing is just fearlessly pushing forward. Straight through the smoke, the pop flash sent. Bane going to be good for one, good for two.
Nice.
Does manage to clean him up.
Jason, nice.
Steady lead spray.
Let's go, son. Let's go, son.
Shuts him down, and PaperRex have the lead.
Yeah, this is just a PaperRex classic on Lotus. They love to bait you into taking this mound space and then turning it against you with that door. Nice win for freeing early, but Jing just goes You're going to throw a seize at me? I don't care. I've got backup. I've got flashes from something in Divide that are going to be swinging through.
Let's go.
That's going to get the Paperrex fans swinging the flag. Try to rally
Kalau
their
keras
team.
bener-bener rapi. Makanya itu dia kalau ini makanya temponya harus diambil sama Paperrex, guys.
Mako has his too. Could be impactful in this round. Just have to wait and see. What a read.
Like a book. Great shutdown. Does he get a second? No. Patman does manage to go ahead and collect the operator. Is that out of reach for DRX? But Flashback at the same time, he is scaling forward and he's got all the space in the world at A. Should be able to relay this. Just have a very quick pivot.
Tuh A-nya dilepas begitu aja, bro. What the fuck?
Being done by DRX there. Something has a lot of different angles that he's going to want to try to hold that operator with, but the thing that's concerning for me is Flashback. Yep, he is
sampai situ, coy. Ini
enemy
flashback.
lines. I don't think that Paperrex is all that aware.
Nice on.
Solid readjustment there from Forsaken. Is okay, a little bit.
Kayak nggak ada. Aduh, nggak tahu kenapa guys, sumpah guys.
DRX in with a player advantage. A lot forward here on the haunt. Flashback just looking to contain these players back over at Link. The spike for now still going to be pinned into the corner. Looks like it's going to be a cut across over towards that A side. Flashback fight here at upper. He's able to find Divide. Now just going to be Patman tucked here within the smoke. Frantically trying to stay alive, but
si Dapai kenapa, Cok?
like the Odin puts him down. That
Dapai dapat menang tuh, guys.
You can see how much that early kill just really
Hanya
throws
dilepas gitu, bro.
Paperrex
Nggak ada
off
util
kilter.
dilepas gitu,
They
gua nggak tahu
don't
lagi.
have that extra layer of map control. And so things just kind of crumble piece by piece with Flashback getting so far in their back lines and there's just zero awareness by Paperrex that was going to be possible.
Sampai jelek banget map kontrolnya guys, sumpah guys. A-nya bisa masuk sampai ke belakang gitu, bro.
Lose track of that negative space on the other side of the map and they pay the price. Great stuff from DRX, exploiting the tendencies of Paperrex, and it all starts with that first kill. Rebel control taken.
Something. Once again, going for a bold push here with the operator. Might just be able to get the
nice.
He does. Forsaken setting up nicely. Forces him into the open.
That's the drift out of the round too. That's a huge find.
The pop of the wall. Already a big rotation call here from Paperrex. They want to sort out who's going to be playing where, but the wall for now not going to be triggered here on the C site. Divide able to keep control of this.
Paperrex is just thinking B the whole way.
Nope, still not done it. There you go.
Portal closed.
Brain just going to be swinging at the angle and somehow wins that fight. It does get
Anjir,
clipped
gak mati, babi. Hah?
Shot onto something.
Hah?
Jeez.
4v4, but down low is freeing at 23 health.
Paperrex has to
Oh,
consider
something
other
ini
parts
yang
of the map.
armornya
They're
setengah ya?
spreading out, but now they're feeling C. Right to do so.
He shells to the corner. Jing forced to retreat. Steel Guardian going to be invested. Nightfall coming across here from Paperrex's side. Now answered by one from Bane, but doesn't manage to get a connection onto anyone. Spike planted with a couple seconds to spare. Weapon's going to be retained here quickly from the side of Paperrex. Steel Guardian expires.
Ini Batman nih. Kan?
Bane unable to catch a spot there on.
Nggak aware, Batman nggak pernah aware guys. Nice.
Forsaken finding Hyunmin. Bane
Nice,
trying to steady the sprites, cannot make it happen. Mako and freeing out from Mountain to try to hold the line.
Nice.
Flick does not connect. Taps
Nice.
coming through, but Divide is a bit too clean with it. It's the final shots across, and Paperrex will go blow for blow.
Posisinya si Batman serem banget tadi tuh.
Sure that you get Jing that extra ult charge. That was crazy. That was on an absolute knife's edge. Jing again, really clean and Divide, ready for freeing out in the open. Quick to get Mako as well. Somehow, some way, Paperrex squeaking their way
ayo
through.
something, kasih tahu something. Dia tiap dapat first kill bisa menang guys. Something butuh satu tembakan OP kena satu guys. Cukup. Ya nggak sih? Dia butuh satu kena, OP-nya kena satu aja. Tes sudah, habis itu balik deh, retake. Masih bisa menang itu.
Open things up for themselves a bit.
Been able to cool off Hyunmin. Hasn't really been able to collect any kills here in quite some time. Noting, of course, though, Mako just a sheriff in this round. Wanting to try to take a weapon off of.
Nah, itu maksud gua itu. Cukup.
From something, so we'll just have to collect the vandal from his fallen teammate instead.
And again, it's Flashback's ult gone from the round. One of the biggest ults on this map. And it's just going to be a non-factor again. I mean, these are huge picks that Paperrex is finding early.
Well, something still has his get out of a tricky situation. Mako.
That's interesting.
Just linger and lurk here at the C site. They're out a bit of this utility.
Yeah, they're just really trying to.
Ini kalau B-nya mati berdua nggak dapat sama sekali, kena flash, udah nggak tahu lagi.
Angle by angle, corner by corner, because you never know when Paperrex is going to be springing a trap at you.
Well, they're rebounding into B main. Doesn't actually get onto the site, so no clear necessary. Mako at the same time. Nice repositioning, but rotation is coming through. Something in his way through Waterfall, but at least trying to audio bait. Does manage to tuck back in. At the same time, though, Fring tapping the door.
Nice, Pai. Dapat, tenang. Nice, Jing. Itu dia.
He's now with the 2v5, Pain and Hyunmin to try to turn the tides of this round, but the time is just not going to be there. 12 seconds remaining. I think the call should just stay tucked, not even try to play this one out.
This is phenomenal patience and resilience by Paperrex, because there's so much trickery in this round by DRX. You got Mako trying to bait stuff out over on C. You've got Free tapping the door over on A. And they're just
ngantuk banget guys, gue tidur kurang mulu guys tiap hari guys.
We're gonna try to take these individual fights, then we know there's at least
a couple players here and there. Besok kita pengen WP lagi nggak sih lower final, bro?
Obviously, again, that first kill is so impactful, but they're just ready for that player to be there at the door. It kind of works against DRX.
Ini abangnya Dava itu, abangnya Dava sama mamanya Dava itu.
Some misdirection at Paperrex.
Oke, timeout pasti ya kan.
They just keep walking a straight line.
Timeout call now from DRX.
Doing you easy.
Try to recollect their thoughts.
I don't
back into the action. Very slow going. 4 or 5 rounds. Not able to find any value. Jing at the same time about to cycle up his second showstopper. Still didn't have to commit any ults for the previous round win.
Yeah, I mean, Jing continues to just be really formidable for Paperrex today. Even though Ascent ends up sputtering out a bit here on Lotus, he's not letting go. Vi's going to have the Steel Garden. He's probably talking about how you're going to deal with this off as well. You had one good
dulu bang, udah ngopi masalahnya guys.
Put that off angle at the back of spawn, catch something out, but since then something has been right on point, finding just tremendous impact with those opening kills. Need a little bit more of that here for Paperrex. Of course, on the other side of the
kalau ini menang soalnya aimnya harusnya lumayan mentalnya baik.
With those 2 saved rifles, freeing with a sheriff. He's hit some nasty ones with it today. Nobody home for this. Comes the dimensional drift being invested on this eco. Oh, the whiff from something.
Let's go forward with this one. Let's go for the wallbang shot. Flashback making his exit here at Upper. You've got 2 players over at this connector side, a showstopper.
Ya Allah, Jing.
Finds the head check at the shut.
Ya Allah, kenapa sih?
Runs him down with the bucky. And suddenly the pivot call is going to be made to sprint their way over towards the A side. Still wide open for Forsaken, lingering in around the back. He's going to try to get the jump, but he does. Pain taken down. Back able to find the trade. In with the player advantage. The Vi tries to fight Hyunmin, but just cannot muster it.
Apa sih? 2 orang di situ nggak ada yang dapet. Thrifty mulu.
Certainly turn the tides.
Thrifty mulu, Thrifty babi lah.
DRX, they pull it off. Themselves another round win.
Just love the confidence here from DRX. Going for the dimensional drift on an eco round. Yes, you have a couple rifles in there.
Nggak Thrifty sih.
So crucial there that
itu kalau Jason dapat 2 enak tuh Jason. Kalau dapat 2 menang tuh Son. Sama si Jing sama itu nggak mati nggak jelas udah menang tuh babi. Tiap TO kalah guys ya, kenapa ya?
That DRX wouldn't necessarily have to work with. That pivot towards A maybe not available. Huge moments there for DRX.
This really whittles away at the economy here from the side of Paperrex. Haunt not getting a reveal. DRX
udah kebaca banget coy, itu pushnya Jing tuh udah sering banget. Berapa round sekali dia nge-push kayak gitu.
they're often being very cautious in the beginning of these rounds. You don't see them really messing with A or a C mound too often because I think they realize that that's not a game where they have high percentage chances of winning.
Saken down low.
He's dead.
Payne able to find him. He's right there through the door. Little exit could just be a pivot call here from DRX, but for now, Mako just going to be keeping forward. Wall now triggered. Bones there, Paranoia sent, something not going to be caught by that, still just sitting at the top of rope. Swing out, Gunman gone. Mako, however, down below, catches him off guard, a bit of a jump scare, finds the headshot onto something.
Ya Allah.
Jing now, eliminated Divide, trying to play here around the corner, but the Nightball's going to be connecting. They're paying attention to the trails. They'll have the full story, and they do. Bane with the third, flashback for the finisher. DRX tie it up at 5-5.
Man, this is clean stuff. Getting into that post plant, and the crossfires are gorgeous. Even with all that fade util being thrown at them by Patman, they hold on. Bane in the backside. This early win against Forsaken, really brutal as well. Opens up all of A essentially. They know
kayak nggak aware guys, anjir ini kayak coba ini Paperrex lagi lumayan nggak on form kayak kemarin guys. Ini harus.
Round separated from DRX's call. Paperrex. Think about it. I mean, yeah, sure. Last outing on this map looked very good when it came down to the attacker side, but it's widely been from the defending half where they're able to find their impacts. DRX are chasing them, tying things up at the moment. It's definitely not a great look.
Well, it just feels. This is totally like a vibes thing, but it just feels like DRX is a little bit kind of more in sync today in terms of their own individual confidence and mechanics. They feel like they're really happy to take contact fights against a team that generally is one of the best at doing that. But I think it's fine for DRX because that's something they've been able to lean into this entire event. They have so much skill, especially between their duelists, that they're happy to take those 1v1. They're happy to try to contest for that opening kill. They're so good at it. They've got some pretty good reads. Some of the positioning and the tendencies of the Paperrex players. There's so much tape to see on this map. And that's something that Termi absolutely will feast on.
Maybe we should give Alex a draw.
Oh, dia bisa ke final bang. Menurut gue DRX itu guys belum kontender final banget lah. Karena dia tuh sebenarnya suka one man. Tau gak sih suka one man gitu guys. Kalau lagi wangi tuh Hyunminnya wangi enak banget. Tapi kalau lagi bau banget Hyunminnya itu.
Showstopper now. Gonna be called in. Hyunmin chasing forward all the way over towards the spawn. Warns to hold him back. Slops it in, but no hope of getting a kill off that one.
Retake lagi dah retake tadi. Gue benci banget retake Paperrex nih.
Full retake, weak weaponry. Oh my god.
Part of the transfer, get the second kill. Frame now gone. Just a real opportunity. 3v5 for DRX to try to hold this post plant now. Jing gonna be eliminated. Forsaken arriving in around the back. It's the door. Smoked off, so eyes don't really
ya elah getar something.
Quite just yet as Patman tries to go
ya Allah getar semua bro.
Lemmings over the cliff. Paperrex cannot rescue the round. DRX 3 rounds in a row now, regain the lead.
Yeah, they just have to play Flood retake, and it looks promising, it looks hopeful, because something opens up with 2 huge kills, and they can't find much else after that.
5 lawan 3 loh guys.
They're trying to just rush through, a nice seize there, Bane holding the line just fine. Flashback, Stellar there as well. I mean, again, it's these post plants, they're so tricky. If DRX gets to them, Paperrex just doesn't have the answers. So it's going to be a weird buy for Paperrex again.
4-player setup. On this side of the map and flashback.
Ya Allah, gak kena.
Just to escape.
Kalau mati tuh menang tuh.
What's disaster? Orb just going to be scooped up here for Forsaken. His ult online. See how impactful that ends up being.
Ayo, bisa guys. Ayo, maju, Paperrex aku, maju, Paperrex aku.
Clears the clone, freeing. It's checked by the Prowler. Patman doesn't seem keen to try to take a go. He's gonna slide on back. 2-2-1 setup, relying on Forsaken, and this seems to be something that DRX wants to try to punish again. He's in a different position. Not in tree this time. Presence known. Oh, for sure, he's in trouble.
Yeah, gets the mark, has to make his exit. He's back across. Hyunmin, had he continued to pursue, might have been able to find that kill, but instead it's going to have to be the ultimate used here in defense. Trying to escape, but something at the same time does get tagged up a bit.
Ya Allah, buru-buru banget si Jing.
Fake cloning
Ya
through the
Allah,
smoke.
apa sih?
Absolutely pushed through that. He just died.
I think you're right.
Forsaken, able to peel one back,
Fire,
splash back to
guys.
Saul. Now a 2v4. Full flash connection there on to Mako. Divine having the turn, but Hyunmin just right around the corner. Catches him by surprise. Well, it's all down to two Forsaken to see if he can somehow miraculously tie this up, but he cannot. Hyunmin will put him 6 feet under, and DRX lock up a 7th round win, favorite of the half.
It's just a great timeout, 4 in a row off the back of that for DRX. Just starting to get some good map control.
Ada flash padahal something bro.
Trying to push out the smoke, just got insta tapped.
Wheels starting to come off a little bit here for the side of Paperrex, but in this halftime need to try to find a way to steady the hands, to rally back. It all start from the pistol. They look to send us to a third and final map. But once again, we're send it down to Loon, check in with one of our watch parties.
J'ai le plaisir d'être accompagné par deux légendes du jeu, FNS and TENS.
FNS ya, mukanya stres banget.
Masters champion in different teams, yes, but reunited here to root for Paperrex. So, boys, the first question I wanted to ask you, FNS, is what makes the Paperrex boys so good at the game? Like, why, are they so good? And also, you've been able to test the new skirmish mode. So, who do you want to 1v1 first?
On the team?
Yes.
None of them. Alex.
Oh, fair enough.
I think Alex in a 1v1, but on a serious note, they're just entertaining to watch, and I think the fact that they're all individually able to pop off is what makes them super entertaining and like good in general.
Yeah, everyone can pop off on this team, definitely. Donc première question, qu'est-ce qui fait finalement que les Paperrex sont si forts et qui ont envie de prendre un V1 dans le mode skirmish? Et bah tout simplement aucun d'entre eux, à la limite le coach Alex, mais c'est tout, et ils sont vraiment trop amusants à regarder, et vraiment je pense que c'est pour ça que tout le monde les aime. And back to you, Tyson. You've always been close to the Paperrex boys, right? But why do you think that people love them so much? Why do people get on that Paperrex train?
Honestly, it's just their playstyle. I think they move differently, and I think it's really exciting to watch. It's exciting to support them. I mean, here and there you'll see some interesting rounds being thrown, but I mean, it's a part of the experience of being a Paperrex fan.
Of course, and the something white swing is in the books for sure. Donc deuxième question, qu'est-ce qui fait que tout le monde monte dans le train Paperrex? Pourquoi est-ce qu'il y a une hype aussi grande sur l'équipe? Et bah tout simplement leur style de jeu est tellement différent, c'est trop marrant et on s'amuse vraiment beaucoup à les regarder. Il y a des petits rounds par-ci par-là qui sont intéressants, mais voilà, en gros, thank you so much boys for joining me. Of course, we miss you on this stage. I'm not gonna try and bribe you to come back, of course, but let's see if Paperrex can take the win on Lotus.
Back we go into the second half now. TENS and Finesse showing their support for the side of Paperrex, and they certainly need it. Down by 2 here at the half, getting ready to go over to the attacker's side of Lotus, which hasn't been the kindest for them, but take a zoom in on our Coinbase Econ report, though, and a bit of a closer look at Bane, who's been doing wonders for DRX.
Yeah, I've just been so impressed with Bane. You know, a guy who's had to...
It's crushing Jing.
No, he is absolutely destroying Jing. But it's more about his personal story, you know, over the last year and a half, 2 years, where he's been in and out of the roster. You know, there's been doubts about him.
Roto jauh banget bang, iya sih. Emang gak sekuat Roto emang. Game FPS gitu guys. Sometimes kalau lagi bau banget gue seremnya gitu doang guys. Makanya kita cuma selalu berharap mereka bisa konsisten, masalahnya susah. Game FPS tuh guys ya. Butuh panda ada, kocak panda ada guys.
Another step further, they have a chance here. Paperrex, your Masters Toronto winners, are on the back foot.
Flashback is out in the middle of nowhere. Push forward here to Mound by himself. Gets a body tag there onto something, putting him to 45. And then just gets completely, utterly overwhelmed. A solid headshot from Jing. Keeps him in the round. And the orb take. Get him one step closer to an early showstopper. But for now, it's like Paperrex, it's all they really wanted to gather on this side of the map. Now we'll look elsewhere.
Paperrex taruh nggak tahu sih guys.
Don't overcommit towards that C site. Don't
Panda ada, cuma Panda kan emang bukan asisten coach, dia kan performance coach.
Sometimes it's better to just look for answers on the other side and see if you can dissect things a little bit more, but Freeing is taking a ton of space on the other side. It's going to be a trap play. Paperrex going to have to be clean in this fight.
Starting to get an idea of this. That's the clear on the gate crash. Don't have that as an entry tool. And the paranoia goes across, connects on the damn near everyone. Gunman still set here. Only going to be able to fight. No, finds himself a second kill. Mako swoops in and gets the third.
Apa sih, sumpah nggak tahu deh gue.
Way longer than anticipated, and Mako just absolutely cooks him on entry. Thanks for the 4K, but Divine out. The 1v2 has the Sheriff. It's been trusty for him. But the time is working against him. Swinging around the corner. Gets the spot.
Ya elah, apa sih?
Mako with 4. Puts DRX 3-1 in pistols. And now
Mau banget pistolnya, babi.
This is just a great little set play. Mako with the paranoia to tee up Hyunmin and himself. He comes in, gets the 4K. And yeah, that one hurts a lot. Don't mind what Paperrex does in that round, but they just can't really get their footing quick enough. DRX is happy to, it's all because of freeing. He takes so much space there, and they're so ready to set up that trap play. Couple Sheriffs for Paperrex. They want to try to get a thrifty.
Ooh, flashback. Once again, take it down early. Once again, Jing finding that kill. Now gets a scout here onto Freeing. Nade lobbed to the corner. Paranoia's there. Forced down into the Thorns. Eats a tiny bit of damage from those, but otherwise he's very lucky to still be alive.
It's a lot of util baited here from
Bisa guys, masih beda 3 skor dong.
If they try for a rotate, you have Mako with the stinger over at B. The other 3 players now locked into A, or excuse me, C. Ooh.
The flick attempt. The paint shell's right there alongside Forsaken. Eventually he will fall. Still continuing to be clean with the Guardian. Haunt is going to be set, and Mako turns back. Jing, left on an island, trapped away from the rest of his teammates. Ends up getting taken down. Something. Critically will be able to find a nice shot.
Something.
Have that Sheriff out in time. Any more damage from here?
Susah ini, biar deket. Kalau di one tap menang nih. Mati nih. Mati udah bilang, kan aware dia.
Now it looks like it's just going to be a spike plant. Try to get some cash, get an extra ult charge perhaps here for Patman, but no, he's actually scaling towards Waterfall.
Yeah.
Looking to take the fight, but yeah.
Slow it down, but as this corner swing does come through, that's going to be him done, and
nice,
Freeing will find it. Defuse to come in. Gunman once again going to be one away from a showstopper as we go into the bonus. DRX up 9-5.
Yeah, just everywhere Paperrex goes, they're being met with resistance in this round. Even though they're able to fight back, get a couple kills, still not nearly enough. That Vice util proves to be deadly. Something not expecting an extra layer after his kill at the breakable door. Some of these little things for Paperrex, it just seems like they haven't been able to fully kind of engage here since that hot start on Ascent. Been really up and down since then. A lot more down than up. They're down 4 rounds here on their attacker's side. DRX threatening to knock them out of champions.
I'll find you.
Just quickly scaling forward up. Trying to play off that Haunt, but the back away, and Hyunmin finds Divine.
He goes through the smoke.
Just right there on the corner of the A lobby door. Showstopper now
Kayaknya
is
udah
available.
susah sih guys, kelihatannya guys.
Meanwhile, Mako going to walkabout. Plenty of information. As well as collect that Vandal, upgrading from a Bucky, freeing up and over the top Spectre in hand, able to find something, and it's just going to be weapon upgrades across the board here for the side of DRX.
Gak ada momentum sama sekali bro, jelek banget guys, gak tau kenapa guys. Kenapa ya?
And get up to double digits.
Kayak bukan Paperrex cok, sumpah.
Able to cut across. Can he find the shots? The swing in the corner, flashback, able to hold his own. Forsaken, 21 back, the showstopper lobbed in. And now, the enemy Omen, dispatched, gone. Just Patman left standing. There's the Haunt, the Prowler chases.
Mati guys.
Finds a glimpse on a Freeing. Really just needs to try to hold on to the weapon.
Mainnya takut banget, aneh banget.
Around the back. Gets the kill. The bonus converted. DRX are 3 rounds away from sending Paperrex home.
This is masterful stuff from DRX again. Just getting the good reads early. Ready for that TP. The Thorn just stopping up the execute. Jing gets stopped at the door. Can't bail out something. Who gets trapped underneath sight. All of these little things that DRX does is just wreaking havoc on Paperrex's executes, on their game plan. I think, on God, I think you just start saying go A as Paperrex. That's where I think they have a ton of success on this map. That's where they tend to go when things start going wrong.
Yang susah sih udah beda 5 guys.
I think you got to dig into that well.
Off semua coy yang main kagak ada yang nembak bro.
Start from here, a 5-round deficit and potentially the last timeout call for Paperrex at Champions Paris. Unless the team can reverse this,
susah
can
sih,
run this
ini lumayan
back,
susah bro.
push the distance over to Corrode. We very much expected them
Ngeri.
to.
Yes.
After dropping that first map, felt like
Udah
three
bilang
was
kan
all
DRX
but
tuh
guaranteed.
suka jadi kryptonite Paperrex so tiba-tiba main sama DRX kagak bisa nembak.
You know what's crazy is I feel like you could have put Hyunmin on just about anything on this map and he probably would still be good.
Sure.
He's just been crazy. I mean, you're seeing some of the value though out of the paint shells, the showstopper, stuff like that, of course. But really, his individual shooting just continues to be fearsome. Odin for Mako. It is an eco for Paperrex. Bucky for Forsaken. A bunch of Sheriff, Showstopper, and Jing's back pocket. A couple light armors, but Paperrex not really willing to fully commit to this. Trying to look for early picks. Been able to find a few here and there, but consistency has been eluding them. Get the TP out. Yeah.
Force flashback away.
Lagi attack-nya bang. Iya kenapa ya attack-nya ya? Karena duelnya nggak nyala kah? Berarti tergantung sama something banget ya. Kalau something yang nggak nyala selesai guys mereka guys dari kemarin.
Asking them to do. It's just going to be Mako situated for the moment, but he does have an Odin, which is a bit less common for him. Now they know.
Yeah, this is really the only thing that kind of gives them troubles over towards A.
Ooh, something though. A spot, but just can't get the kill. Mako at the same time able to find Forsaken. Lob in onto the corner. Paint shell there at Jing's feet. Immediately chunks him out. Makes wanting to go for a showstopper all the less likely, but just go ahead and swoop at the corner. Finds a headshot. Immediately dead, however. Mid-air freeing. It's an easy shot for him. Finds the follow-up.
Udah nggak ada nembak
No
guys, susah
thrifty
ini.
in sight.
Susah kalau nembak ini mah guys. Kayak kemarin lawan
On a
ini.
monstrous win streak, 8 rounds
Miss
across
semua
the
ini, bro.
halves to get themselves here to 11.
Gak nembak sih
They
ini udah.
are on the precipice of matching their best finish at a global event.
Oh, tiba-tiba kencang ya habis round ini. Tiba-tiba kencang, ya udahlah udah.
We're not there yet.
Tiba-tiba kencang, dapat terus sampai 12 baru bisa dah ya.
Within DRX's purview. They can certainly taste it. Here comes the Odin spam.
A little delay. Tiny little bit of damage is going to be found in the end, but far from a kill. And been tucked into the corner here.
Let's see if they read that.
Mako's just trying to keep all attention on him as there's the showstopper. Gunman able to ignore that one, but never mind. The turn back and Jing does manage to find him. And Jing is absolutely busted up
nice,
this side of the
momentum
map.
ambil.
Mako now dead. He's freeing, frantically trying to find the kill. Doesn't manage one off there onto something, but it's a 2v4 to try to get this up to match point. Paperrex looking well slated. Continue to hang in here.
Masih bisa 5-11.
I don't know what in the world happened there with Hyunmin.
Wah dikasih masuk ya.
He must have, yeah.
Ya kan ini gue bilang nih, ini nggak ngecek nih.
Sure, we'll see it in the replay, but
Nice.
freeing, maybe if he gets that kill, you start to believe that it's going to be possible. Seems like Flashback, given the money that he's got, wants to try to break the bank a little bit more here from Paperrex, but sure if they're going to give him too many opportunities. A jump peek from Devi. Reaching out to Yopin, and that is a snappy one from Flashback. Not enough to turn the tides in this round. Paperrex finally able to break this win streak. Deficit back to 5.
Yeah, still though that economic
beneran,
damage.
Cok.
At least have some impact potentially, but as Paperrex now got to rattle off a bunch of rounds in a row. Sure, we've seen him do it. We've seen him do it on this map in this event. But DRX just has looked so in control. He saw right out of the corner. Great reaction from Jing, and then I don't know, Mako's just backpedaling with the Odin.
Enemy remains.
Just had to choose one way or another, I suppose. Just couldn't win out either side.
Gun's too loud, can't hear the footsteps. Paperrex about to hit. Bit of an ult cycle here with Forsaken and something's about to be available. Forsaken avoiding the lion's share of that damage. It's away from the Season 8 combo. Gunman makes a loud exit. I think widely trying to sell this here.
Yep.
Take them forward for Pain to collect.
Exactly right. They don't check it with the Prowler either.
They might not fall for this either way. They're still just going to be breaking down the baby door now, pushing forward into the B side. Mako nearby. Paranoia sent. Gets a catch on the 3. Holds them back for now.
It's going to be tough. DRX is here. Got to try something else, I think. Got player lurking, but do have the wall here. So there will be recognition, maybe.
Just around this corner, and that's the spike now dropped.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
So much more control. Because now Devi has to recover, and he has to take his time.
Retrieving flash.
Get something in Hyunmin. Right on top of each other.
Spike collected, yeah. He said it on the mini-map. Shoulder to shoulder. Forsaken, however, able to find one. Flashback dead here at the site. The swoop coming in from something.
Hey, something, let's go!
The kill there onto Hyunmin. Don't worry, Prius, we caught it. Is now. He's going to go pushing. Wait for the rest of his teammates to try to get gathered up. 3v4, certainly doable here for the side of DRX, but something does as well have that dimensional drip, but he would love to be able to save it.
Vi needs to pick up some speed here. Find this lurk timing. Should get there just in time, it looks like.
That should seal the deal on it.
Ingat begitu tuh pakai handgun nggak kena tuh.
So slide away back through Rubble and A main. DRX. The pressure starting to work against them here. This Paperrex continue to try to whittle away at this lead.
Well, and you can't give this Paperrex team
lagi angkanya gue gak benci banget angka 11, bro.
They are very momentum based. They can run it right back on you. They've done it time and time again throughout their history. This is a team that is known to keep you on the edge of your seat one way or another. So you better believe that they believe they can still get this done.
7 live Rubicu, 9 nyawa juga memang iya, guys.
A bunch of ults on both sides. Something with the drift. Patman with a Nightbot, freeing with the Steel Garden. Nice win on the backside, but man, something nice work around that corner.
Shame.
Devi not going to whiff on the lurk this time. Cypher seems to be grooving with what he's seeing.
Santai guys, 4 ronde bisa pelan-pelan. Dan 3 ulti yuk.
Plenty of tools to work with. Continue running this one back here. Dimensional drift now. Started off. Something just going to go checking forward into the seaside. Gets a glimpse of freeing. Might not be able to spot out Flashback, who is going to be playing nearby. Nightfall goes across. Does end up getting dodged.
No Vice Wall there, just the Thorns to slow this up, but DRX is trying to get into place.
That's a clone. Clear the Haunt, turn to the Flash. Something backing away. Makes his exit. It looks like this is a full pivot call. It seems to be the case. Patman going to be struck down. The swing out. The Paranoia is there. Forsaken is now cooked. Jing can only find one.
Apa sih nggak jelas? Gue nggak tahu deh. Apa sih yang dimaksud? Apa sih ngapain sih mereka?
And something doesn't get the spot.
Apa sih? Apa sih?
They all fall to the wayside, and DRX
apa sih?
Tear them limb from limb to get up to match point.
They're just so fast on this.
Kayak aneh banget,
They're
Cok.
just
Sumpah, Cok.
expecting
Itu
that
udah aneh banget
Paperrex
itu
is going to
masuknya.
fully commit off of the drift, and they could play delay just enough. A brilliant Paranoia there from Mako. Opens things up for Hyunmin. Freeing, swinging in. And Paperrex just had no idea. Every twist and turn, there were DRX players lurking, ready to pounce.
Hyunmin now, a showstopper online, bounding forward over towards Rubble. Paperrex playing it patiently. Stay tucked back for now. Showstopper engaged, looking for a target, but it's going to be something dead off the rip. A kill found as he was trying to TP forward over towards the orb. He dealt with the swing in from Devi, able to find Bane, brings it back to a 4v4. The spike now able to be planted as soon as the wall falls. Getting close, Flashback looking for the catch instead. Tugs back, goes in for the dimensional drift, getting a spot on damn near everyone here from Paperrex. Spike again, interrupted, not yet planted. Freeing around the back, has the spike at his feet and a shorty on the corner. Forsaken will be able to fight back for a little bit more, but now Devi is going to be taking down the spike. Collected, Forsaken running for his life. Jing now on a flank, needing to find the impact. One kill would give him a showstopper. He's just a world away from Forsaken, who needs to be able to hold the line.
He's got to hightail it over here.
Not ready. Cover, go.
Late check there from Gunman. It seems like they're going to be a bit suspicious about it. There's the push forward. He's trying to play this patiently, but only finds a smattering of damage. Mako down to 18. Jing now having to do it all. to keep Paperrex here at Champions. The tap of the fuse. The smoke cycled back, and he's just holding it. It's already up to half. He finds one. Showstopper.
Nice, 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 nice.
A much needed, necessary Red Bull clutch to keep Paperrex alive.
Well, despite the struggles for Paperrex today, Jing has been incredible.
Jing doang yang main,
And that may
cok.
just be the best yet that we've seen. My word. The instant decision to go for the showstopper. And it comes with not much time to spare.
0.33 seconds.
Oh my God.
Remaining on the defuse. Jing very well may have just saved their entire tournament lives, but already DRX looking to fight back, and Jing is going to be taken down. He finds a kill in a flashback. Dust settles a 4v4. Freeing once again. Very quickly scaling forward, taking space outside of Mound, getting this information, allowing for DRX to pivot and get into position, trying to counteract this take on B.
They all jump across the wall, so that's not going to be an issue there. Just going to be on DRX to set up for this retake. Not much util left in the back pocket, though. Prowler, the arc rose.
That's about it. Plenty of footsteps, though, being heard. Arc
Yeah,
rose from Paperrex. Not getting a spot there. Mako will swing away from it. Not be watching this main flank. The smoke now does dissipate. He swings the corner. He should have something dead to right.
Nice
Goodbye,
bet.
however, able to find 2 quick kills there at upper. A 2v2 now. Freeing. Swings in, joining in alongside the IGL. Mako finds one. Freeing gets the other. And that's
Nggak nembak kan?
It's over.
Emang nggak nembak aja guys. Nice try itu. Nggak nembak guys, Jingnya mati.
They are taking that next step forward. As they look for their first trophy, now tying their highest ever placement in BCD history. They eliminate Paperrex.
Nice try guys. Nggak nembak guys, sumpah nggak nembak. Mainannya jelek udah guys. Nah yang game Valorant guys ya, tapi nice try. Top 4 bro. Kita udah berusaha teman-teman ya. Harusnya udah habis berarti guys. Turni Paperrex mungkin ada off season sedikit guys, gue nggak tahu.
Into that lowers final for another chance to try to compete for a trophy. And what a showing here today. Gunman in particular, absolutely devastating on that duelist role. But man, oh man, DRX has done the unthinkable, and they continue on here at Champions.
Top 4 udah nice, it's okay.
As well, commiserations to Paperrex, continuing to put up entertaining performances the whole year throughout. They've got a trophy. DRX, I'm sure.
It's okay guys.
This one's ours. No back-to-backs to be
Namanya
seen.
Permainan, ada menang ada kalah guys ya. Gak perlu disalahkan. Top 4 udah result yang bagus buat Paperrex teman-teman ya.
As well, having all 3 the golden road perhaps here for the region.
Alright.
How great this must feel for these young guns to come up here on the biggest stage and get a win like that. You come in here, tons of fans, tons of pressure.
Kereta Paperrex mana hotel nabang udah lah guys ya.
One of your best performances that we've seen all year from
Kalau
this team.
kalah karena ngecok berarti berkali-kali nggak usah nice sih. Nice lah. Nice lah top 4. Bukan nice top 4 bro. Nice try bro. Daripada kalah pas awal run lebih sedih lagi guys.
Chance at revenge. Neither team going to have too much time.
Bagus ya nggak? Ya nggak guys?
Best of 5 and it's happening tomorrow.
Kalah gara-gara ngecok ya nice try juara 4. Ya nggak? Daripada kalah pas ronde pertama kan lebih sedih lagi bro.
Momentum going to be riding for them. It's just can they withstand that tenacious, resilient Fnatic team?
Dona biasanya top 2 bang. Lah kan mereka udah juara 2 kali bro. Top 4 oke lah. Gara-gara ngecok. Tapi gue nggak tahu guys ya. Ini kan udah turnamen terakhir. Apakah akan ada pembelian player? Gue nggak tahu guys. Next year. Teman let's see guys ya. By the way tapi thank you guys. Teman-teman terima kasih atas 2025 mendukung Paperrex. Sekali juara Master, sekali juara Pacific, juara 4 Champions guys. Thank you teman-teman ya.
DRX font tomber les champions en titre Paperrex.
Kita juga mikirnya apakah Paperrex bisa ngambil Master sama Champion, ternyata enggak guys ya. Setelah Toronto emang selalu tim itu ada naik turun ada turunnya, jadi ya sekarang Bukan berarti selalu bagus gameplaynya, kadang bagus banget, kadang ya jelek. Kalau lagi jelek ya udah. Tapi jeleknya bisa top 4 juga. Udah good achievement teman-teman ya. Alright, thank you guys. Sampai jumpa di next live streaming. Kita pamit dulu guys. See you and bye-bye.